How is everybody doing tonight? My name's Poetic Justus. We just lost. Okay, there we go. We got you now. Yes, sir. I can hear you and I can see you. Hey, man, we got music reactions tonight. It's good to see everybody out here. Hope everyone's having a great night. Type your artist name in the chat if you want to get added to our wheel spinner, man. It's free submissions. We're just trying to hear as much music as possible. Man. Oh, they said can't hear Charlie. Let's get that fixed. There we go. Give us a try, Charlie.
Y'all can hear me now? Y'all can hear me now? Drop a oh yes in the chat if you can hear me now.
Oh yes. Hey man, we gotta get shout out. Actually, I ain't gonna say the name yet. Once we get it figured out, we're gonna say the name. But we just got a new piece of equipment, man. I'm really excited for it. I think it's gonna make the stream a lot better. That being said, we gotta. Oh shit, y'all just. If y'all saw that name, y'all saw that name. But man, in the meantime, what up? We good to see everyone for real. We're gonna do music reactions tonight. We're gonna get as many people heard tonight as possible. Charlie, what's your background in music, man? For some people who haven't, gotten the opportunity to talk to you as much as I have, I'm curious. What got you into music? What got you started?
Man, I started writing poetry when I was in elementary school, and I've always been a huge music fan. And as I got to high school, I ran into some producers, and we just kind of locked in. And he had a studio, and I just started dibbling and dabbling, and I wasn't very good. But I practiced and I practiced and I practiced, and I met a couple people along the way. Some people who ended up being very successful. I got involved in a lot of different groups. I was in a lot of different songwriting organizations where I just got my chops really honed to a place where I feel like, my music is really competitive, my ear is really competitive. And I went through the same process as y'all, which is figuring out who I was by copying somebody, to using that as a starting point, and then doing my musical push-ups until I figured out what I was and who I was by myself. So I'm just like y'all. I'm just on the same, man, maybe at the same part, maybe a little bit further, maybe a little bit less further than some of the people in the chat. But man, I'm just another one of the guys who came here to jam out, and hopefully my music connects with y'all the same way y'all bringing music to the table for me.
Hey, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And I love to hear that. And hey, everyone in the chat too. I meant to say it earlier. I forgot to say it earlier. I want to hear your guys' stories. Thank you, Charlie, for sharing. For real. A lot of that really connects and hits home to me. The poetry side, a lot of that. And there's a lyric of yours where, you say, "Man, yeah, I used to suck, but this is something that I stuck with, man." That line resonates with me so much. Where it's like, man, if you stick with whatever you feel like you're not the best at yet, I know you can get better. I know you can. That's something amazing about humans, is if you stick with something, you put time and energy into it, you can get better at that thing.
Man, that it's such a true testament, man. Going back to this album Character Development that I put out, I worked on that album for about 8 years. How was it? 8 years? 2020. About 8 years. I was working at a daycare, and I invested about $5,000-6,000 into it. With the production and the mixing and the mastering and the editing and the recording, and just trying to find my sound. Because one of my mentors told me something really important. He said, yo, making an album is not just making the collections of songs. You really have to find your sound. You really have to find your character. And it really took me that long to be able to put together something that I felt like was a reflection of what I wanted and who I wanted to create. And I'm really proud of it. If you guys are into, hip hop, into lyrical hip hop, into some catchy hip hop, into some sentimental hip hop, hey, I got an album. It's called Character Development. It's on all streaming services, and it's my heart, it's my soul. If you like the way I talk about music, if you like the points that I make in this chat, check it out, because everything that I
Oh,
put into this chat is what I put into that album.
real shit, bro. And I hope I didn't just show the number, man. For anyone who's been here before, you guys know this is our first song of the night. It's a number right here, Charlie. I hit your phone with it. 0 to 100. You guys let us know. Guess that first number. But nah, man, you guys for real got to check out Character Development. That's such a... I love that track. Or I love that album. There's so many good tracks on there.
By the way, I have no number.
You have no number. Who did I text?
You went rogue.
I went
Oh,
rogue.
okay. Oh, you
Oh,
texted. Okay,
yeah,
I
my
see it.
bad.
I
I
see
see
it.
that. I'll have to text.
Okay, it's all good.
I'll have to let her know my apologies.
Okay, it's all good. It's all good. Let me. I just got to make sure I can see it when I see it.
Nah, facts, facts. Oh, I see it. MBOXO. He hit it.
And hey,
MBOXO. Man, that was 72. That was the number. Shout out everyone who was taking a guess. We'll do more of these throughout the night. Oh, man, we didn't even get a chance to shout out M. Man, M, the best mod in the game. She helps us with our wheel spinner. She helps everybody
hey,
get heard. More artists get heard each night. We just got to, you know what? We got to throw it up. You didn't get to hear it, Charlie, but there's an applause going.
hey, there's applause going on. I can hear it. I can imagine. I
Hey,
can feel it.
you can feel it. I love it, man.
Hey, happy Friday to everybody in the chat. Hey, so I want everyone to put in the chat what the thing they're most grateful for this week. For me, then what am I most grateful for? Man, my family is together. My wife, me, my daughter, my mom, my granddad, my sister, everyone right now is healthy. That's what I'm most grateful for, man. Just a healthy family, man. Everyone put what you're most grateful for this week in the chat. Let me see what you guys are grateful for.
Hey, that's
I
beautiful,
see,
man.
I see.
I loved best best wishes and health to your family. That's beautiful. It's great when
Thank
that
you, man.
happens around, especially around this time of year, man. It's family in the air.
I see mom in there. It's so important. Shout outs to mom.
Willpower
Oh
and
wow.
grandma said God
Hey, shout
TBH.
out to grandma.
I'm grateful I was finally able to drop off my chest. You're gonna have to put me on that slang, bro. I'm happy for you
It's
though.
been
It's
it's
been
been
a
a
tough
tough week,
week.
but I'm grateful for my family.
Facts, I just read that one
Hey,
too, man. Much love, Evan Moore.
hey, we're coming here with positivity, man. A lot of people have tough weeks, just like he said. And this is a place for us to come and share what we love. Sometimes you don't have people who are going to answer your text when you shoot them some music. Sometimes your social media is not popping like you want it to. So tonight is a chance for us to love on each other, love on each other's music, and get heard and get better. So, hey, I'm appreciative for the Poetic Genius stream chat tonight. I'm thankful for y'all. Poetic, I'm thankful for you.
Man,
I'm
much love,
thankful for
brother.
you.
I
We
appreciate
need
you.
this in our life.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everyone, the artists pulling up here, everyone sharing music, man. It's great to be able to connect with artists, with people who want to, see growth. Yo, MBOXO, real quick, we're gonna get into submissions just in case we need to, remind everybody, anyone who's near for the first time. Type !submit in the chat to go ahead and get to our website right here. The reason that's gonna be important is if anything happens, you know what I'm saying, it's real easy to get back into the stream. At the same time, there's the submission link on there. So you can click right here to submit your music. It's gonna take you straight to our Discord. This is gonna be the exact channel where you need to send your music. This Twitch submissions right here. Just go ahead and send your SoundCloud, YouTube, or Spotify link, whatever service you get, whatever send this, whatever service you send on Spotify, YouTube, or SoundCloud. We have a playlist on our community where you guys have a chance to get added. So, man, big shouts out to all the artists on these playlists. But yeah, it's some fire on these playlists too. Real quick, we'll go ahead and get man, Zod Duffy. I haven't heard this song in a quick second. This is Issues by Zod Duffy. You can enjoy the video and while we get everybody pulled up. Oh, I guess, okay, hold up. We got to figure this out. You're going to be able to enjoy the song because I'm going to have to change the screen a bit. That's my bad. But MBOXO, go ahead and submit your song right here. And go ahead and get our first few submissions up as well on that wheel spinner in the meantime. Oh, we didn't even talk about skips yet. For anybody who's trying to skip the line, if you want to be the next song up, you can type !super skip in the chat. You'll be the next song. You can get a little backdoor to send your link in case you want to keep it private, anything like that. Hey, Lux with a Gen. Go ahead and drop a chat and resubmit. Let's get this going. Lux with a Gen. Hey, MBOXO, go ahead and send it in the share your work, dog. Hey, Charlie, I'm grateful for you being here, big dog. As some
Hey,
of
I
you guys,
appreciate you having me, man.
as some people may know, man, JMCL he's been doing this stream for years, you know what I'm saying? And he had to get surgery on his ear. Charlie stepped up. He said, I want to support this community. I want to be there for everyone in this community. I want to make sure everyone still has a platform to get heard. And he said, I'm going to be there on Friday nights to make sure everyone can still get heard. So I just really appreciate you, Charlie. It's meant the world to me that you've been, showed up for this community in such a big way.
Hey man, I love being here. I love you. You my bro, man. Chat.
Hey, likewise,
This chat
likewise.
means so much to me. Seeing y'all show up every week, seeing the new people come in and feel the vibe and feel the energy and feel the community that we're putting together, that you put together, man. It matters, man. It matters. Not everybody gets a chance to be around people who love something the same, who love something honestly, who show respect, who just be around quality human beings and jams, yo. It's a special thing, man. Don't take it for granted, man. I've been around stuff and see how quickly it stops. And then that thing that you relied on every single week ain't there no more. And life hit different. So let's enjoy it, man.
Real talk, bro. Real talk. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got going here in the Discord. Shout out all the artists been getting spun. We got Cal. Man, good to see you, Cal. I seen your message in the Discord, brother. It's great to get you back in here. It's great to see you again. Hope life's treating you well, treating you better. Calatano. Mike Vick. All right. Man, shout out Zai Duffy, Charlie from the Couny, getting some great music in our ears as we get these first couple songs up. MBOXO, bro. Yeah. As soon as you get your song sent, you're going to get played. In the meantime, this is Lux with a Jen, Mike Vick with 7 Reiki. Let me know if I said that right. Appreciate you guys for sharing. Let's get right into it.
Vegeta asked me to make him a new battle suit a while back.
That's some like
so
16-bit.
Figured I'd just go ahead and
Or
get
8-bit, that's what they call it.
Got your bitch up in my crib, she eat the dick off. Keep on pouring up that drink, got a gut, might just sit up. And I'm fucking on your hoe, fucking your hoe, they go. Bitch, I'm counting on hella guap, might go cop a boat. If you talking shit, say you are,
hey,
then you fucking slow. Right now I'm an underdog, nigga, but you finna find out.
And then you can do a skip and be on the wheel.
Get up on the floor, hit your bitch like 2 times. Just hope you know. Just hope you know, we keep mags, we keep Glocks in this bitch. Try that shit, fuck around, you gon' be the next.
Thank you, and for getting these songs for us.
Try that shit, you gon' be the next bitch. Don't fight with dogs, nigga, I'm not my bitch.
Yeah, I done judge him, then I snap off. That's my bitch, better back off. That Jiggy better back off. Yeah, I can't do this shit, my bitch got me down bad. That Jiggy make him bad for his life, boy, he's so down bad. His street treasure, cause that shit get 4 packs. But then judge about that car, and the ass had a run back. Stockers to my he between what's the forecast. All I need is money's hot bitches in a Cadillac. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Chaotic. I felt that. Man, this was Mike Vick with 7 Reiki by Lux with a Jen. I mean, that ain't the type of music I typically listen to. I'm gonna be real. So it wasn't my favorite, but I think for me, a different genre would hit harder. You know what I'm saying? So if this is the genre you fuck with, I would just encourage you to make it a little less jarring, a little bit less harsh on the ears. A lot of the higher frequencies is gonna be where you want to watch for that in an EQ. But I appreciate you for sharing that one, man. I'm curious. Like, is this your main style of music? Or are you trying something different with this? I'd love to hear more about you as an artist. But what'd you think on that one, Charlie?
To be honest, the vibe was cool. I didn't really enjoy the vocal mix. I didn't necessarily enjoy the writing style. It sounded to me like you're still working on building a sound. It sounded to me like you got some inspiration of some hype, high energy music, and I want you to continue to go down that road. I think just continuing to refine the things that make that genre quality for you is what you should continue to work on. Hey, we all got to put up our shots. We all got to continue to hit that layup line, man. So just keep hitting that layup, man. Keep hitting that layup line.
Nah, real talk. And he said, hey, he was trying something different with that. Man, we always got to try something different. So I respect you trying something different, having the courage to, come get different opinions on it, see if it's something you want to, move forward with in your career or not. That takes a lot of courage. So I appreciate you, Lux. That was Mike Vick.
Super facts. Salute to you, guy.
Hey, this next one we got Calitano. Man, talk about being the first song up too. You got some nerves, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we got MBOXO. He did win our first song of the night contest. Then we got Calitano up next. Oh, and just Cal, I saw you said, hey, I didn't quite hear what you said. So it's one song per artist per night, so we can get as many people heard as possible. We go from 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If we are able to get to everyone, we have some time to loop back around to another artist, we will. But other than that, Twitch subscribers are able to do 2 songs by either being the first song of the night, or anyone can be the first song of the night and share another one. So MBOXO is gonna have a chance to be on that wheel still. But other than that, Twitch subscribers can do. I probably made this super complicated. It's 1 song per artist per night, except for Twitch subscribers. They can do a super skip and be on the wheel. So they have a chance. If they get picked by the wheel, they can still do both. Other than that, it's 1 song per artist per night. We're just trying to hear as many people as possible.
And that's why it pays to subscribe, y'all. So make sure that we show love to everybody who subscribes and gets
Facts.
locked in with us, man.
Thanks. Hey, and appreciate you, Shaky J, earlier for the follow, man. I remembered I heard the noise, but I didn't get to shout you out, so I appreciate you. I wonder if are you able to hear those alerts, Charlie? I'll let you know next time it goes off. You let me know if you can hear it. But this song right here, this is Getting Paid, MBOXO. Let's get right into it.
Oh, yes. Hey. Don't wanna be.
I don't wanna be a player no more.
Yo, is this
I
a
ain't even no
remix?
player though. I'm not.
I feel like I heard this
I'm a
before.
pimp.
It's Big Pun.
Hey, thank
I'm
you,
not a
91
player,
man.
I'm a
Appreciate
pimp.
you for the
Blood
follow.
on my teeth, then I'm walking with a limp.
I did, baby.
Leave that lame nigga, girl, trust me, he a simp. Get your bag, only fans booming, got a nigga leaving tips
Oh, yeah,
like
Teo.
1942, take a sip right. Watch your figure, cause you gotta keep them hips tight. Don't DM if you can't buy 6 flights. Got a favorite club, jumping, got my favorite club bumping. Pour a drink, bring some hoes, man, we turn up in this bitch. Got my section, need some foes, feeling burn up in this bitch. Shake some ass, show me something, shawty know she getting big. Still about the bread, we said throw some hundreds on that shit. Get what she want cause she sexy. She place in her 50, then she block you cause you sketchy. She don't want female friends cause they messy. Shawty got that wop, so she know she gon' bless me. I'm overseas, but you know I'm getting paid, yeah. Hit a lick and I never leave a trace, yeah. Your nigga weak, huh? Like the 7 days, yeah. I'm getting money, I'm a pimp, you getting played, yeah. I'm overseas, but you know I'm getting paid, yeah. Hit a lick and I never leave a trace, yeah. Your nigga weak, huh? Like the 7 days, yeah. I'm getting money, I'm a pimp, you getting played. I'll take the
got
hard
you up
away.
next, yeah,
Money
Justus.
lacking, I pray for smarter days. 24 hours not enough, I needed longer days. That's when I realized I'm a pimp, not a player. Make them work for me. Now I got my haters asking for favors, and I don't like cheese unless it's blue. Don't ask what religion I am, cause I'm wearing true. Nigga, I'm a pimp, your main nigga limp. Bitch, 6-time all-star like I'm Sean Kemp. Yeah, real. I'm overseas, but you know I'm getting paid. Hit a lick and I never leave a trace.
Yeah, he's got a pretty cool
Nigga
voice,
weak, huh? Like the 7 days, yeah. I'm getting money, I'm a pimp, you getting played. I'm overseas, but you know I'm getting paid, yeah. Hit a lick and I never leave a trace, yeah. Nigga weak, huh? Like the 7 days, yeah. I'm getting money, I'm a pimp, you getting played, yeah. I'm getting money, I'm a pimp, you getting played, yeah.
Yeah, so this fire, I be in the whip with it
Getting
easily.
money, I'm a pimp, you getting
That's
played.
that. Voice is soothing, no homo. Man, shout out MBLXO. Player said this smooth.
We don't have to know
Come on,
homo voices, y'all. It's all good.
Man, MBOXO getting paid. Yeah, some swagger on that one. What y'all think of those meters right here, by the way? I don't know if you can see it, Charlie. It's probably holding up on the stream, but what y'all think of the meters, man? We can see a little bit more of the details in the song. But yeah, man, that one was cool. I was rocking with that. He had a nice swag on it. Sampling Big Pun, brings that nostalgia back. I feel like if you just had the more like super professional mix on that one, right? To me, this one just reminded me of a SoundCloud track, right? Where it sounds good, right? There's some good rapping on it, some cool stuff going on, but it just doesn't sound all the way, radio ready or fully completed. Just making sure you get this one. And I would say just glue in that vocal to the beat. Right now, the beat sounds separate than the vocal. If you can kind of make it sound like it's all one band playing together, that's what's gonna make it sound complete to me. I appreciate you, MBOXO. I like the swagger on that one. Your flow, your voice, your tone. I was rocking with it. Appreciate you sharing.
Yeah, man. Same here. I enjoyed the record. You was in pocket. You understood the core of how to deliver your style of music. I think that. So here's an opinion. I think that when you're making a record where lyricism is secondary to either swag or delivery or production, it's more important for your mix to matter. There's a lot of people who live in the dirty vocals world, right? You got like your Earl Sweatshirts, you got your Griselda, you got the people who can make dirtier or flatter or less nuanced vocal mixes, because that genre of music like really enjoys it. But when you're trying to go for something polished and you're not like trying to be like super duper lyrical miracle, make sure that your vocal performance, from like a recording standpoint and from a mix standpoint, is a little bit more a priority, because those kind of records rely on a mix more than some of the more lyrical reliant type of songs.
Facts.
Just some game for everybody who makes this genre of music. I liked it though. It was vibey.
No, real talk. Hey, and M did drop a chat at the beginning of the stream that she said, "Hey, every couple minutes I'm gonna have to step out. She's got some people doing some work at her house, so if every between every song, if you haven't been added to the wheel yet, just type your artist name in the chat, and we'll get you as soon as she gets back in. Appreciate your guys' understanding." All right, this is DFG Spaz. Who's Gonna Stop Me? Off my chest, man. This was the album he was talking about. He said, "I just dropped my album. I'm grateful I got to drop it this week. Congratulations on the drop." This is DFG Spaz.
Congratulations.
Facts, man. That's a lot of time and effort that goes into getting a project ready. So I can't wait to get right into this. This is Who's Gonna Stop Me? DFG Spaz and Jupe. Man, we got Jupe on here. Let's go.
That was Jupe.
That's another community member for anyone who's not aware.
Off My Chest is a cool album title.
Facts.
This beat making me feel like I'm walking on air. I hear them all talk, but I really don't care. Words ain't never been known to break a bone. I stick to a style that's uniquely my own. You can't see the vision well, I guess it's you stone. Regardless, I'm always gonna be in the zone, always gonna be in the mood to prove to everybody that I'm that fucking dude. Excuse me, don't mean to be rude, but I'm eating so nobody else is getting no food. And I'm shining so nobody can sit in the shade. You think the sky's the limit? Well, I think you've been played.
They say that the sky's the limit, but I can't say that I really get it, because space exists and I'm a star, so I know that I can get that far. Got a question for all of y'all, who's gonna stop me?
And the answer is no one. I find my own shine on days with no sun. Shoot my shot with no gun, but I so never miss. Ain't trying to get a hater's clout, so I never diss. How you gon' deny that I'm great when you got evidence? Well, I guess you can't get respect unless you got that presidents. Well, I'm broke, but I'm rich in personality and far from untalented. What they saying is a fallacy, and nothing against homosexuality. I just wish these niggas wicked off with my dick. Like, why they mad at me? I guess hating's just them letting off steam, but I ain't the one that sold them all a deferred dream. And it ain't my fault that I'm the cream of the crop, but I gotta keep rising up past the top. Past the top.
They say that the sky's the limit, but I can't say that I really get it, because space exists and I'm a star, so I know that I can get that far. Got a question for all of y'all, who's gonna stop me?
Now let me see a show of hands.
Appreciate
Y'all
the
really
follow,
think
Pierre
I like
Perry.
it 'cause y'all out here flexing bands. I really hate to pop up and fuck
DFG
up all of your
Spaz, bro, you
plans.
killing
But
this
if you
one.
thought you had next, I'm sorry in advance. I got a hypnotic flow that put
Same with
people
you,
in a
Jupe. I
trance.
love this
Put people
combination
in the
between the
fans.
two.
Make people wanna dance. Make everybody and their mama say turn that shit up. And hit replay when it's over 'cause they can't get enough. Don't like it, well that's tough. The future gonna be rough. Yeah, I conquer my fear of heights. It's only up from here.
Good to see you,
I plan
Zylo.
on looking down on the clouds
Appreciate
in the
you,
sky when I leave
Winters.
the atmosphere. I ain't scared of heights, it's only up from here. Looking down on all y'all out the atmosphere.
I really like how you have your verses and her coming in on the hook.
Space exists and I'm a star, so I know that I can get that far.
Would you guys add this to your playlist? Here, we'll get that poll going right now. Y'all read my mind.
Hey, can't say it's impossible if you ain't never tried. Many did the impossible before they died. At least y'all can remember all of the beasts that I fried. But whoever said the sky's the limit, I think they lied. Can't say it's impossible if
Yo,
you ain't
DFT
never
Spaz,
tried.
bro, I'm rocking with
Many
this
did the
one.
impossible before they died. At least y'all can remember all of the beasts that I fried. But whoever said the sky's the limit, I think they lied. I think they lied.
Thank you, M. It's unanimous. Of course, we getting this one added to the playlist. I feel you, Cal. I'd have to hear it in the album to you know, have a full opinion on that, but I feel you. Man, this is DFG Spaz Off My Chest. Who gonna stop me? Charlie, you gotta feel it, man. You gotta imagine it. There's an applause going right now. Man, I loved that combination between DFG Spaz's, you know, rapping, specifically kind of conscious rapping, you know what I'm saying, along with Jupe. Really took me back to some, you know, older West Coast stuff, man. So I really appreciated that one, DFG Spaz. Who's gonna stop me? And the mix sounded pretty good too. Like I feel like a master that really, you know, emphasizes your guys' voice, really brings out the dynamics of that track was gonna take it to that final level. I'm curious to hear what Charlie thinks more on, you know, songwriting side of stuff. I don't know where he was more focusing on that one, but I appreciate you, DFG Spaz. That was one of my favorite joints from you so far. Who's gonna stop me?
So, so I want to start off by saying great job. I want to start off by there because I'm gonna love on you tough right now. I think that you have something, and I think that there's a few things. Let me say it to you like this. I'll try to be quick. People are gonna like your project because from what I heard is dope. People in the back of their mind are gonna like it, and in their mind, they're going to polish the things that you were not able to polish. It sounds like from how you recorded it and how you mixed it, there's just some limitations on what you're doing. Um, and I want you to receive the feedback that you get on that with open arms and be proud of what you did because you have to start where you at. But you got potential. So I want you to pay attention to where people point out flaws and the production value of your product so you can figure out how to overcome those flaws and not make excuses as to why those flaws are still there the second project. Like I said, be proud of what you made. This is dope. But that's the next thing to check off. I'm gonna tell you, like I tell Jupe, which is, hey, there comes to a time where you know you just gotta figure out how to overcome the production value woes, especially when your product warrants it. Some people they have no business spending more money on making a more polished product. I think you're getting to the point where you should start considering that. I also want to see you continue to perfect your vocal performance. You have a unique voice. You know, what I mean, you got like a chill guy, intelligent man, like swag, and I want to just continue to see that confidence bleed out in your vocals more. There's a very thin line before someone who is very confident in who they are and somebody who absolutely is who they are vocally. And I think that that's the next thing for you to overcome, which is like just mastering your vocals instead of being good at delivering your vocals. I also think that that song could have been a minute shorter. Um, I like the bridge at the end and I like what you were doing, but I think that that style of music can overstay its welcome if there's not a lot of instrumentation variation. I wanted to give you some tough feedback because it's a good enough song but most people aren't going to tell you where you can be better. And I just wanted to make sure that you have, outside of all the positive praise you get because you wrote a good song, that you have something to continue to strive for, to get better at, and not just run into a wall of praise. Keep growing. I think you're doing great right now. I'm excited to continue to hear more, and I'll probably go check out the Off My Chest tape, bro. So God bless, man. I'm glad you brought that through.
Great to see you, K-Shot Kappa. Great to see you, Horvey, man. Whenever I see you in the chat, Horvey, it just brings a smile to my face. You just got a great energy about you. And then M, if you wouldn't mind pulling up the list of people who've already been spun, just so I could take a double look at that. This next one right here, this is Calitano, Mr. Faceless. Let's go ahead and get right into this. Project coming out January 2025. AK Shot, that's Charlie from the Couny. Super dope artist.
I struggle with my mind, pain and abuse from a past life. But what's the reason for lies? Grab my rap to hide the lie. Cracks in the slab, cracks on the floor, fall down in glass. Don't ask me why. I tried to find the reason why.
I love that bass you added, Cal. Or if you just changed the sound of it, whatever you did to that bass, I'm feeling it a lot more this time.
Nah, fuck this shit, man. Fuck that bitch that act like you ain't proud. Hate my face, I hate this place. I shoot this bitch right now. I talk my shit, I don't hate for shit, but I change that shit right now. I'm sick of it, get rid of it. I'll pick your shit, I'll pick your bitch. Don't wait for me, he not saving me. Breathe out, say it with the chest. If you got a pen, pull it with the rest. I don't got no balance, I just listen, man. Leave a message, leave a message, leave a message at the tone. I don't wanna hear it. I've been in my mind, living life. Cracks in the slab, cracks on the floor, fall down in glass. Don't ask me why. I tried to find the reason why.
But I do be sliding for real. Love the confidence, Cal. Mr. Faceless, Calitano. Man, you keep getting me more and more interested in the project that's coming up. I really, really liked that song. It felt full, had a lot of energy. Um, you hit some really, nice notes. Um, the one part that I was a little bit unsure of was, let's
This
see.
bitch talk my
It
shit.
was like it was around 1:30, a minute 30. You hit that crazy flow change, which set up. You almost used your voice as like a build, like an instrument build up for a drop. Was kind of how, like it felt to me. It might just be different, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's something I want to hear a few times before I give you like a final opinion on. But that was the only part that like stood out to me where it's like, huh, I'm not sure about that. The rest of it, I was like, damn, I'm feeling this. I'm rocking with this. Um, and then I encourage you to keep being careful with clipping on your vocals. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard when you hit those high notes, when you sing so proudly, you know what I'm saying, when you have such strong stacks. So I don't want to undermine the difficulty of the problem, but I also just want to keep encouraging you to keep taking it to the next level. I already hear the progress from last time, so I appreciate you working on it, man. Mr. Faceless, Calitano, I'm rocking with it, bro. Appreciate you sharing. I'm excited for the project too. This one, those vamp vibes at the end, it made me ask, I said, hey, what's coming next? What's the next song?
I agree with a good amount of what Justice said. Um, I don't know how to articulate this. There was a there was a very enjoyable record that I feel like had flaws that I don't necessarily know how to isolate off a singular listen. But the feel was really good. There were things that just kind of felt off about it, but also I enjoyed hearing it. I feel like it's a unique record where you did so many things well, but you also did certain things that kind of caused asterisks to go up. I don't know how productive I could point out those things. Just continue to stick with that record, and if you get a lot of confidence in that record, if you can see maybe you can tighten up the mix a little bit. Um, and but I don't know, it was weird because when you dropped out the percussion and you hit that flow, I was like really entertained. I was mad entertained. I also like your screaming vocals. Um, I like your cadences. I don't know how I feel necessarily about your all your lyrics, but I like the production. You did a lot of things dope. You did a lot of things that I just, it might have just caught me off guard. So I won't over talk it. But keep getting feedback when keep getting feedback and refining, because I think you definitely have a style that's interesting. It's almost I could hear like a little Tyler in there. I could hear a couple of different genres that you can play with. So just keep refining, man. I'm a fan of the ingredients that you put into your music. Just keep refining them. I'm excited to see you continue to grow and bring more music in.
Real talk, man. That was Mr. Faceless Calatano giving you guys that early look. Appreciate you sharing, Cal. Said self-produced, self-mixed, vocals himself, wrote it himself. He did everything on that one, man. This next one is Winters XOXO, No Hands. And I want to give a quick shout out, MBOXO, submit again, bro. You got picked on the wheel. Today's your lucky day. And then I think that's it. I think we got our next few songs up. And so we got Winters XO, No Hands, produced by Big Draco. Let's go ahead and get right into this. Getting you added right now, Zylo. Thank you, M. Yo, Evan, I was not thinking Christmas, but a Christmas light show to this like beat right here, that'd be wild. So this one right here, this is the frequencies. So these are higher frequencies, these are lower frequencies. This one right here tells you how wide the song is. So if it, I'll show you guys an example later, but if it's like in mono, it's just a straight line versus, if it's kind of like a ball, it's pretty wide. Um, I'll point out the other ones on the next song, but that was No Hands by Winters XO. XO. I appreciate you for sharing that one. Um, man, first off, right off the bat, that beat selection, I was rocking with it. I felt like maybe I have the era wrong, but maybe 2008, 2012. I feel like I could see that, with the proper mix, being pretty big in the clubs, or just that style of music for sure. I could see what you were going for. I see the vision. Um, I'd encourage you to have a little bit more energy in your delivery, because, and I'm going off the beat, right? There's a lot of life, a lot of energy in that beat. Most likely would be a great song to dance for, but you got to be able to deliver that same energy in your vocal, or else it won't be as fun to dance to. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of that also comes from the mix. It felt like your vocal was behind the beat a little bit, and so if we could get your vocal, sitting really prominent the same way some of those other instruments were, I think that's just gonna help the overall sound of that song. But yeah, man, Winters XOXO, No Hands. I saw the vision, bro. I appreciate you sharing.
I agree with a decent amount of the similar feedback. I think that the vocal delivery was too quaint. You know what I mean? I see where you're going with the melody. I think that your diction and your delivery was somewhere between sloppy and new age, where I can see where the effortless new age swag was, but also it kind of just felt like there are elements of you just not having attention to detail. I think that maybe your recording strategy for something like that might require more layered vocals to kind of be able to make that style of music land. Like there was no really clear vocal dynamics between the hook, which I feel like is supposed to be big and engaging, and the hook in the verse for me. I think it was a little bit underwritten, but I do understand you're going for some simple like club shit. I think that there's good ideas there. I think that a lot of them need refining. I think that just you continue to hone your vocal performance and your mixing strategy and your recording strategy, and try to diversify your flow pockets and how you just put together records. But I think that from a fundamental standpoint, you got some things there, but I'd like to see, I don't want to say a higher effort, but just a higher attention to detail on your next record.
Nah, facts. Big shouts out Winters XOXO, No Hands. Hey, appreciate you, Cal. Sent in a skit for Teo. Let's get it. Get you up next. And then we got Calatano, then we got UFW Artist. Let's see if we got 2 Jag Skunk, Final Call MBOXO. If any of y'all here, drop a chat, let us know. We'll save your spot and then resubmit into the Twitch submissions. We're gonna get our next songs pulled up. But yeah, right now we got Calatano and then UFW Artist, and then we're gonna get that wheel spinning again.
While we're getting the next song ready, let me see you guys. Hey, let me get a We Back in here if y'all coming back, for all my chat members who here every week or been here last week. And if you're new, let me get a new. I just want to see who's new. I want to see who's coming back, where the loyal Genius members are, and where the new ones at. All right, let's get into some new music.
Facts. This Teo to Dan and Calatano Conversation, man. I think it looks like it could be on Cal's upcoming project, man. I love to see community members working together, collaborating. It's a beautiful thing. Let's get right into this.
Step back, breathe it in, I ain't the one to reason with. And when your head on ice, I ain't gon' be the one you freezing with. Won't be copping, please again, we on the second season, man. Sleeping in, if the dog lies, you should leave it then. And being honest, I feel like I caused this. How do I got you to this place when I feel like I lost it? And on my hands, I see red splatters, thoughts overhead shattered. Looking in your eyes, do you even think that death matters? And now you back in my office with dirty, tattered clothes. Had a lot of thoughts and I would watch as you combated those. Shit, I guess there's more to every surface than the data shows. I don't think we still in Kansas, homie. This the catacombs. I think of your children all alone, pitter patter with their little feet. They wondering wondering if dad is coming home. The daddy might as well be skull and bone. Don't even call his phone. I'll pick it up and in a sullen tone I'll tell him daddy's locked away. For what you did, you look upon their face. I bet there's lots of ways to box the phrase. They tell me not to say this, but you not okay. I'm supposed to help you, but you not okay. Admitting it's the first step. I hope I see a lot of change. And I doubt you got pocket change. You don't gotta pay.
Facts, Worthy. Shout out Teo, man. That was Teo the Dan. This right here, this is Calitano. Either one of them or both of them could have produced this. That was some real shit, Teo. That makes sense, Teo.
I got no more apologies to give. I've had enough. The pain you put me through. I still say sorry to you. I'm unethical, I'm uneasy. Do you believe me? Yeah. Can you see me? You're the voice inside my head. Do you hear my voice in the background just yet? But I give my all for
I go first?
Calitano. Conversations featuring Teo the Dan. Yes, sir.
Sorry to be yo. So I really fucked with both sections. Where okay, forgive me for this. I think y'all could have arranged that record better. I wish there was like a 4-bar emotional lead in. I feel like Teo's verse was so engaging, but you didn't give me an instrumentation calibration. Like you didn't use sounds to get my emotions ready to go there. You just smacked me with it. And I think that if you would have had a lead in, whether the lead in was more Calitano's style of delivery or writing, lead me into the record, and not just give me verse like straight out the boom. You know what I mean? I wasn't a huge fan of that arrangement. I also feel like I like the minimalistic transition between the two of your sections, but I also feel like that part could have had more of like an emotional tension to it. I think it was. I mean, I see where you're going with it being minimalistic, but if I was in the studio with y'all, I would have played around with some momentum elements and arrangement elements because it's almost like y'all got great ingredients. Like on a singular from a singular perspective, both your sections are really good. I don't think you sewed them together with the best effort, maybe the best creativity, maybe the best just I mean, sometimes it's trial and error. Sometimes you got to be like we did 5 different arrangements. Which one was the most captivating? I feel like this is the kind of record where that type of effort would have benefited the final product.
Yeah, I agree with some of that. Specifically the transition between the two. Because I really enjoyed the record. Um, but like you said, for me it was so I really liked Cal's introduction to his part, but it felt like
Facts.
drew on too long to me from where Teo's left off. Like it felt like there was a disconnect in the song to me. And so the song being titled Conversation, I was kind of expecting a little bit more of like a back and forth. And so I'm excited to hear the record back a few more times, be able to, maybe dissect more of the lyrics, more of the conversation. Um, but that's where I was like a little bit, it felt just a little bit disconnected between the two parts for me. But I really enjoyed that track, man. This got me between this song and the last song, Cal. I'm so excited for this album. Do you have the date in mind already? I know we got 2025 locked in. Let me know if if you got the date already. Appreciate you for sharing that one, Cal. Shout out Teo, man. And man, Teo, bro, the lyricism, you killed that one too. I love the writing. I want to hear this one back a bunch just to like hear what you were saying, bro. Just to I got a lot of it right, but I know there was a lot that went over my head too. So I want to respect you, Teo. I felt both of you guys added replay value to this one, but I could listen to this one back specifically just to, dissect your verse a few times. So just wanted to give you your flowers right there.
Oh, cosign. Before we go, I just gotta throw some positivity in there. Calatana, I really like the emotion in your vocals. I really like the emotion in your delivery and the pacing and what you left. And Teo, your imagery, and your storytelling is really really strong. So I just had I went. That's such a good song. I had to go criticism because it's such a good song. Everybody gonna tell you why it's a good song. It's a great song. Y'all both killed it. So I just want to reiterate that.
No, I feel you. Wanna help people continue to grow. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, this right here, this is UFW artist. Pick it up. Man, let's go ahead and get right into this. Hey, appreciate you, Side J, for the follow.
They was just hating, I make it look easy. I'm counting the money, I'm stacking it up. Running the scene, I'm lapping y'all niggas ain't none. It's time to catch up. Pussy, that nigga been talking, it's time to expose them. I'm fucking up all they lies. Spraying that money with you, we notice it's time to pay you up. You niggas is fake. When I first started, y'all nigga was hating, and all of a sudden you show me love. Getting the paper, and all of a sudden you niggas is saying I owe you something. Make it make sense, it don't make sense. You niggas don't feel off, I'm picking it up. Back on time, and I'm stacking it up. Back on time, and I'm running it up. Fake ass niggas stay acting the song. Pussy ass niggas stay plotting the song. I ain't no rapper, I'm artist or song. Artist be know he the hardest of song. Artist be know he trending the song. Artist be know he running it up. Artists be knowing they jealous of song.
Thank you, Harvey. Thank you, Em.
Artists be knowing he waking them up. Artists be knowing we're making them projects. Artists be knowing he a top 5 prospect. All y'all niggas been hitting, I make it look easy. I know you can't stand this shit. Hot in the scene, I talk about storm. I know y'all didn't expect that shit. 3 years in, I'm already better than niggas. I'm already running that shit. Bitch, that niggas can't tell me nothing. Start from the bottom, I grind on my shit. Sorry ass niggas was me on my own. No record, no label, was me and me on my own type shit. Pussy ass niggas been talking, it's time to expose them. I'm fucking up all they lies. When I first started, y'all nigga was hating. All of a sudden, you showing me love. Getting a paper, and all of a sudden, you niggas are saying I owe you something. Make it make sense, it don't make sense. You niggas don't feel like I'm picking it up.
UFW artist, pick it up. I appreciate you for sharing that one. For me, man, right off the top, I want to put some respect on the beat selection. That piano just had me going. I like the approach of the song, but the lyrics didn't connect super. They didn't, they weren't hitting super hard for me. I feel like part of that though was also like it didn't feel like the clearest delivery. You know what I'm saying? And that could be in the mix too. It could be getting covered up by different elements of the mix. How you recorded it, just microphone settings, placement, stuff like that. Again, like I like the flow. I liked a lot of good things there. I feel like just refining that recording, maybe doing 10 takes and picking your. I don't know if you already did that, you know what I'm saying, but doing 10 takes, picking your best one. To me, this one just felt a little bit rushed, bro. But I saw the idea, you know what I'm saying. Just making sure you lock in those lyrics, make sure you don't take any bars off, type of thing. Yeah, man, I appreciate you sharing that one. That piano is gonna be stuck in my head. I already hear it.
Yeah, the beat selection was crazy on that one. The beat selection certainly was ill. I second a good amount of your perspective. I don't think you did the best job arranging your songwriting. Like I think that you had a lot of ill flows and a lot of ill pockets, but I don't feel like as the song progressed, you kept the level of focus in terms of vocal arrangement, just with like from a songwriting perspective. I also feel like sometimes Drake, when he'll have a lot of open space in his records, he'll do like a whisper ad lib or just a creative way to figure out how to fill empty space. I feel like you left a little bit too much empty space within the record. It kind of just feels like if I was in the studio with you, I would have
He's
encouraged you to have a more focused songwriting structure, just personally, because it felt freestyly. And in the beginning, the first half, it felt good freestyly. Towards the end, it felt like I don't exactly know how to conclude this freestyly from like a arrangement standpoint.
so for someone who, what would be a good example of a arrangement, or what's a good place people could go to kind of get more information on, more mathematical ways to arrange their songs?
So listen to a song for someone that you think is great, not someone you think is enjoyable. But like, damn, I guess that's a hard thing to do. I guess the rappers are less good at arranging than songwriters, right? Listen to maybe like a Taylor Swift.
What you could
You know what I mean?
also
Someone
do
who's
is work with a music producer who fucking specializes in that shit. If that's something, hey,
I
you're not
agree.
super strong with, you don't have the ear for, don't be afraid to bring someone in the room who, has an ear for that type of stuff.
I also feel like, excuse me, but I also feel like that's lazy as fuck. You know what I mean? If you a
I don't know,
songwriter,
bro. That's what the
if
that's what
if
the
no
big that's what the
if you
labels and stuff like that do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but I also think that that's just expensive, lazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I think that you can hire someone to do something better than you, but you got to know how to do it. Like if you're a songwriter, you
Well,
got
you
to know
can
how to
learn while
arrange a
they're in
song.
the room.
Agreed, agreed. I'll receive that. Learn it though. Don't just let someone do it for you.
I don't
But
disagree with that.
essentially, songs are math. They're broken down into counts, and each section of a record requires a certain level of counts. And and music is supposed to be symmetrical. So a lot of those counts are going to be between 4 or 8 bars of symmetry. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I don't want to overcomplicate it, but if you start with those principles, you'll be able to start to understand. Oh, da 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 da. You're either gonna do that twice, or you're gonna do that 4 times, or you're gonna do that 8 times. But it's like math. You know what I mean? And if you're gonna swerve from that, you got to still land on like the right time. I don't. I'll get too complicated. But I would listen to just your favorite songs and listen to how the order in which they place their words in their cadences and their melodies, just the order, and count like measures. See, it's
Learn music theory.
I can see it. Learn music theory.
Nah, I feel you. Like you said, for some people it's easier to naturally hear it. Other people it's not. Um, that's it's huge though. If you're struggling, you have a weakness in an area. Hey, I'm trying to learn how to deliver this better. Don't be afraid to ask a vocal coach or another rapper, bro. How would you deliver this? Don't be afraid to get tips and pointers. You know what I'm saying? It's important to have a team around you. It's the the independent artist thing. You know what I'm saying? None of the bigger ones are truly independent. They have a team of people helping them.
We should actually probably start calling it small business artists. So
Facts.
that the concept is like, well, it's not individual. You're
It's
not an individual artist,
just
you know?
independent of a major label, right? That's the concept, right? But like you said, to me, the label is the term independent artist is very misleading. It's like, nah,
And
there's still a
A,
team responsible for this.
never feel dumb for asking a question. When you don't
Facts.
know something, the dumbest thing you can do is act like you know it, because there's going to be information built on top of that that you'll never be able to learn because you skipped the fundamentals. So like if anyone makes you feel dumb for asking a question, fuck them. You know what I mean? Get the
What
answers
up,
to your
Vincent?
questions and learn.
Facts. No, I agree with that a ton. And yeah, big shout out to UFW artist. He's like, hey bro, can you explain that for me? Charlie was saying something you didn't quite hear, he wasn't quite understanding. He's like, I think there might be something there. Like you said, never feel bad for asking a question, asking for more, clarity. Appreciate you. This next one right here, Peter Griffin, 2 Jag, built to win. Let's get it.
That's a whole straight to the bros and she eat dick up in the kitchen. I got rush real, ain't got no time to be in competition. I be too much out the way, won't let no nigga catch me sipping. And you know it's in my cup, so don't be asking what I'm sipping.
How you doing, Hustle? Welcome to the community. Nah, I'm right there with you, Day. I'm rocking with this one. Peter Griffin, 2 Jag, built to win. Nah, man. For me, I'm feeling that one, Jag. There was some lyrics in there I was feeling. Shout out to Denzel sample in the beginning. For me, the biggest thing, bro, is just get that get that sound. I don't know if I've said this to you. I might have mentioned this already, but your mixes remind me a lot of the artist Sleepy Hollow. So he might be really good for reference mixes. If you can make it sound so, hey, you can have him on a playlist, then you come up on a playlist afterwards. And it's, you don't need to adjust nothing, bro. I think that's where you're going to find your gold. Peter Griffin, 2 Jag, built to win. I appreciate you sharing that one.
Yeah, I co-sign a lot of what Justus said. I see some good elements. I liked a lot of your bars. I liked your cadence. I feel like the beat could have been a little bit arranged better.
What up, Oppo?
I think that the vocal mix, maybe even the vocal recording could have been a little bit better. But I think, the solid elements of the record were there. I'd love to hear just a little bit better production quality. But I definitely think you got some real shit you were saying. You stood on some things that I fuck with. You had some slick lines. I like your voice. I dug the record.
Facts. Hey, shout out you, 2 Jag, built to win. Let's see what we got up next. Remember, y'all, it's exclamation point super skip if you want to be the next song up. And then we got, let's hit the wheel real quick. We got Skunk, Shaky J, Georgie, Mbox, MBOXL, final call for real this time. If any of y'all are here, man, drop a chat and resubmit. If not, let's go ahead and get a few more spins going on that wheel. And then, Charlie, go ahead and send me whatever our next number is going to be. We ain't going to do it quite yet, but just in preparation. We gotta set off the telepathic vibes. They've been getting guessed early. Good to see you, Oppo. Man, shout out Teo, man. Hope we get you heard tonight. Steezy, let's see. Hasn't landed on you. Okay, so what you're looking at right now, Steezy, is whoever it lands on, we remove that person from the wheel. And so the wheel, adjusts a little bit after that. But if once your name pops up on the screen, you'll be on that list that's on the screen right there. And we'll get you pulled up. I see Xylo right there. And then Evit, cool. Oh my gosh, Evit, Moore, and Xylo were both on the list and right in front of my face. That's thank you, M. You are awesome. This is why we need you. All right, that's Xylo. That's Evit Moore. All right. Let's go ahead and get right into these. This is I'm trying to decide. We figured out some new commands in the stream, Charlie. I think you can do exclamation point duel. I don't know what it is, but you guys can bet against each other. You guys can do like slots, 8-ball, different stuff like that. So different little fun games in the chat. We trying different stuff out. Let us know what you guys think. Oof. Oh, I have 0 points? Damn, bro, I'm slacking. I appreciate you for trying to duel though, Iodine. All right, this next one, this is Xylo, I Am Not Like You. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Oh, let's get the right screen up though. There we go. I think there's a dice
Bitch,
one.
I'm different.
It's easy.
Yeah, I am not like you. I am not like you. I am not like you. Bitch, I'm different. Xylo, I'm that nigga. Where your hoe right now? I said I know you missing. Go ahead,
she gon' spin up like, bitch, I'm different. I am not like, I am not like. I told you that I'm different. She eating like some chicken. It leave me feeling vicious, y'all. Everywhere I turn, it's looking richer. Pockets getting thicker. Life I see it clear up. I am not like.
Yeah, man, Xylo's got a super interesting style. If y'all haven't heard Party by Xylo, y'all gotta go check it out.
Bitch, I'm different. Bitch, I'm different.
I guess he's different. Yes, sir, Oppo. Man, I am not like you, Xylo. I appreciate you for sharing that one. Xylo's got his own style, man, his own wave. Um, I'm very intrigued in him. I think he's still working on getting to the polished stage, you know what I'm saying, bro? But Xylo, especially these last 2 or 3 songs he sent me, it's just something that's like grabbed my eye, that's intrigued me. It's like, there's there's something different, man. There's something that grabs me. Um, I don't even have the best word to articulate it, or the best sentence, man. But I appreciate you sharing. Continue to refine your mix, refine your uh, just keep building yourself as an artist. You know what I'm saying? This one in hard, man. There's been a few videos you sent to me that just grabbed my attention for real, bro. And I think it's a mix between your music and the video. So keep building your aesthetic, keep building your artist, your craft, keep developing. Um, maybe Charlie will be able to provide more actionable, useful advice. But yeah, man, I really appreciate you sharing. I'm interested. Keep working.
Yeah, I agree with him. It kind of reminds me in the vein of some Cardi or some Uzi. I think for that style of music, production is a huge, huge, huge emphasis because so much of the sound is just sonics. Yeah, it's not super duper lyric driven. It's more like flex and energy. So to continue to flush out and get the best production you can and make sure those productions have the best mixes, and going back, try to be as intentional as you can with your mixes, because whether you want it to be distorted on purpose, whether you want it to be clean, just make sure you're intentional with it. I think that you got a cool voice for the style of music you're trying to make. Hip hop, some people are going to hear that and they're not going to see. Let me try to make an analogy. It's like if you're running suicides or you're running bases, there's a difference between like rounding and cutting. In that style of rap, you have to do a lot of cutting. It has a lot of word placement precision. Like and it has a
Are you
lot of
saying
breath
on
control.
timing?
Yeah, like are you hitting the right drum? Is your voice hitting that drum with the right veracity, the right character? And are you not being so are you not overly relying how lyrical you're being and how ill your flow is, and underplaying the precision of you can, even if you're going to do all those things, you can't miss the drum, you can't miss the timing, you can't under assert the charisma in the voice. And you guys have so many cool elements in your rap songs. Just make sure you continue to hone the small details of what makes somebody good and what makes somebody great and what makes somebody average in that style of music, because it's very easy to tell who does that because they like it versus who does that because they're good at it when you start using that many syllables and that many voices. And to some people who don't listen to that all the time, they're not going to notice those details. But people like me, I'm going to hear all those flaws. So continue to get better because you guys are dope. You guys have great flows, great charisma. I like your bars. Um, but I do want you to leave with a little bit of just, hey, attention to detail. That style of music requires a heightened level of attention to detail. But keep killing it. You guys killed it.
And I agree with Charlie. You know, this is what I'm about to say. It doesn't excuse perfecting the timing for your own delivery. You know, when you're doing shows, other stuff like that. But I'll also say in the the radio edits, the studio edits, don't be fooled by the movie magic, right? Like, it's a lot of cool stunts you see in the movies where, hey, that's not actually what happened. You know, they made that look really, really. They did really cool things to make that look well. Not to say there wasn't danger involved, but hey, there's some editing involved too. Um, from a mixing engineer's perspective, you can do a lot of work with timing in post production, and that's what a lot of the best engineers are going to make sure that they get your timing right. And so, where that doesn't excuse from, hey, when you're out in front of the shows, you're out performing it for your fans, they're still going to want to see that timing, you know what I'm saying? So that doesn't excuse you as a rapper, but I also encourage you, again, not to hide from the the Hollywood magic. If that's the game if you're gonna compete against the Hollywood magic, make sure you're using it too. But
Oh yeah, because trust and believe, Kendrick Lamar punches the fuck in all the fucking
Oh, yeah.
time. You know what I'm saying? The better punching in is a skill, and engineering someone who punches in is a skill.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So like he said, like when I was younger, I used to think, nigga, you gotta rap the whole shit
Same.
straight the fuck through. Oh,
or you're less
you know
of
what I
a
mean?
rapper if you don't, nah.
But and that is good to learn, because if you learn that, you will never have to do that. But that will make you a better performer, and that will make you a better writer, because you understand how far your natural delivery can take you before you sound like you're being a robot. Like ASAP Rocky raps in a way that's like, oh no, you can't physically rap like that. I know you did. I know you're just slicing and dicing. Kendrick Lamar raps in a way that's like, it sounds like, oh, you're impressive, but you know he can't really do that. So, continue to find what you're doing. But like Justus said, a lot of people, these are what you guys recorded would be like 3 to 4 tracks spliced and edited and sewn together. I don't know if that's how you guys did it. Maybe it is. But don't put so much pressure on yourself to be like, yo, I gotta do that shit straight through, because you're allowed to fix this 2 bars. You're allowed to fix
Facts.
this 2 words. You're allowed to fix anything. You know what I'm saying? People record dozens of vocal tracks to get a seamless singular track.
Check out, there's a great video, and we'll get into this next song right after this. There's a great video out there of, and obviously it's a slightly different genre than that last track. Billie Eilish's vocal producer, her brother, and Billie Eilish talking about, hey,
Phineas?
yeah, Phineas and Billie Eilish. I gotta put respect on his name at this point. They were talking about a hook that they did and how they had 87 takes that they comped together, and hey, this part sounded the best on this take, and this part sounded the best on this take, and they combined all the best sounding parts to get the best bridge, the best hook. I'm not saying you have to do that with every record, but just understand what you're competing against. That album went #1, that album went platinum. Just understand what you're competing against, right? People are not taking days off, people are not taking shortcuts, if they want to be at the top. This one right here, this is Involved, this is Yar. Let's go ahead and get right into this.
Okay, there you go.
I think you're right, Em. Hey, I appreciate you, Day.
She acting different when I'm around, cause when I'm near, she don't make a sound. And so I asked her what that's about. That turned a smile into a frown. I don't wanna waste your time, girl, I just want your love. But if you're wasting mine, I don't wanna get involved. Girl, don't be telling lies, or I won't trust at all. My friends give me advice, they telling me don't fall. I've been thinking too much, feel like you out of love. Girl, I'll be by your side, but I don't think it's enough. I've been thinking too much, feels like you out of love. I'll be right by your side, but I don't think it's enough. Fade away, you really be down on my heart just like a 808. I think I'm going so insane. Fade away, you really be down on my heart just like a 808. I think I'm going so insane. Cause when I'm near, she don't make a sound. And so I asked her what that's about. That turned a smile into a frown. I don't wanna waste your time, girl, I just want your love. But if you're wasting mine, I don't wanna get involved. Girl, don't be telling lies, or I won't trust at all. My friends give me advice, they telling me don't fall.
Teo, we couldn't get him up. You know what? I actually have an idea. We'll try something next stream. We found out it was the gameplay crash in those virtual streams in the past, so we kept them out of here. They've been holding up, but I have an idea actually now that whatever reason that sparked an idea. So we'll try one next time. But that was Involved by Yar, man. I appreciate you for sharing that one. That one had a nice vibe to it. I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted because part of me enjoyed that one, but part of me was like, hey, how can we take this to the next level? Like I also saw a next level to it. Yeah, I enjoyed the energy. I enjoyed the vibe to it. And I'm really struggling with that one because there was some things I really liked about it. Some things that and I'm trying to see, like, am I being a mix snob? You know what I'm saying? Maybe Charlie has some thoughts on this one. While I get my thoughts together. Appreciate you for
Um,
sharing, Yar.
I think your writing was fairly decent. I think the style of writing doesn't require your pen to be crazy. I think the songwriting did enough. I think your vocal performance would 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 benefit from somebody pushing you to be a stronger vocal performer. And I think that and plus a stronger mix. Because I think that there's certain things about the record that have a lot of upside. I also think that the instrumentation solo could benefit from a stronger main melody. I feel like when the beat was supposed to be carrying the record, the lead melody was under delivering. I think the percussion was good. But I think if you were to work on those elements I named, you could legitimately take the song and make it a better record. Now, if that's not the case, I'd learn from those. I'd call them mistakes. I wouldn't downplay it and think that they're just preferences. They are what I would call mistakes, but those things that you can learn from or you can correct. If you want to move on because your creativity's going, I fully respect it. Just pay more attention to those details going forward. But I think that you got the premise of a good style of genre that works for you, and just continue to work on how you want to vocally be present from a mix and performance standpoint in that genre.
I feel you, man. I'm so conflicted on that one, man. I think for me it's a stronger vocal mix and stronger vocal production, and maybe like you're right, part of that might be the delivery. Um and then just a master, right? Like this one to me had more of a poppy feel, right? So I really want that poppy dynamic, really in your face, or not in your face, but like just super lively mix, super lively master on this one. So I'd encourage you just to make sure you follow through as well. But yeah, man, you are involved. I appreciate you sharing that one. That's one that made me go back and forth more than a song has in a long time. So I appreciate you sharing. This next one right here, this is Deuce Tay D Rose. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Yo, Milo.
How the fuck did I wake up in it? I'm in the store recording. I don't record it with Benny.
Deuce Tay, in your vocal boost around here. Around this area. You could probably cut some of this area too. Also, I encourage you to use a stereo expander to make the song a little bit wider. Facts there. Slayer's dropping a fire on this. Vigilante showing some love. Love y'all sharing your thoughts in the chat. Hell yeah, Steezy. Deuce Tay, D Rose. Man, I liked the vibe on that one. I feel like you could take the lyricism a little bit further though. I feel like if you just make me see things from your perspective, or just give me a little bit more detail, a little bit more, paint it. What did it say? Show don't tell. Just a little bit more, man. I appreciate you, Deuce Tay. I think there was some elements where you did that really well, a couple moments, but then there was also a couple moments where it felt like it just wasn't as connected. It wasn't as much there. I liked the vibe that your vocal performance felt, but it felt to me like it was under the beat. So if you bring out that mix a little bit more, I think that might be the recording, or like I don't know if you need to change anything in the recording. That being said, once you get that fully forward, you might find, hey, I could bring a little bit more energy. I could bring a little bit more life to this. But to me, the thing that where you could bring the most life to your energy is using that EQ and adjusting some of those areas I kind of pointed to during the review. Man, I appreciate you sharing, Deuce Tay. That was D Rose.
Yeah, I co-sign a lot of that perspective. I think that this might be me making an assumption, but I think that a lot of people nowadays, especially, I want to say very especially this genre of music, is based more on feeling and based more on a level of punching in and based on more of a spur of the moment type of dynamic. But I really encourage you guys to work on your songwriting skills, because being a prepared musician and being a prepared songwriter is going to outdo an improv songwriter in the long haul. Being an improv songwriter is not a sustainable strategy of making music. Everyone who makes music like that in hip hop,
Are you
I don't
kind of
want to say
saying someone
everybody.
who
There's
writes on the spot?
not even writes on the spot, but like goes in and just goes. You know what I mean? A lot of people could just, I go to the studio and I write and then I perform. But writing as you perform, sometimes it's good to write then perform. I think it allows you to put more of an emphasis in developing your writing style and not taking that for granted as much. I think that, and I don't know, you might have wrote it like that, and I might be making an assumption, but I would like to hear a stronger attention to lyrical dynamics, because I think that style of music, when pen meets delivery, and pen meets cadence and swag, like you make something special. And I don't, I think that genre still benefits from a strong pen. So I'd say just, focus on your writing. I think you did a lot of other things well. But I want to see you push yourself to be a little bit more of a detailed writer.
Man, I'm a slow typer. No, facts. Teo, I bet you slapped your knee as you typed that one. He goes, rats. No. But man, appreciate you, Deuce Tay. Thank you for sharing, D Rose and Facts, Charlie. I appreciate you sharing that perspective. This one right here, this is For Real, L4B. Man, let's go ahead and get right into this. Yo, that gave me, what's the Nas song, bro? That gave me some flashbacks.
All you been for real? Money on me, now I can't get still. Fall about hoe and shit from Brazil. Broke ass old shit, got dollar bill. Okay, all you been for real? Spending that money and never refill. I fought that best friend, now she went for the kill. I'm spitting so far, yeah, this is a drill. I'm buying this on here, let's make a deal. That bitch from fuck, I'm being for real. Yeah, okay, let's go. All of my money can keep me in control. Okay, getting money by the day, huh? Got a new whip and it's great. Whoa, money gone, let it spray, huh? Bitch, I ain't been for real. Whoa, yeah. Stocks on me, I'm being for real. I'm being for real, let's go. Get a new lamp, paint it chill. Yeah, okay, let's go. Whoa, say you don't fuck with me, but you still coming back. Locking up patience on that grind. Yeah, that hoe, yeah, she a fan. Yeah, okay, let's go. All you been for real. Money on me, now I can't get still. Fall out by hoe and she from Brazil. Broke ass so she got dollar bill. Okay, always been for real. Spending that money and never refill. I fought that best friend, now she went for the kill. I'm spending so far, yeah, this is a drill. I'm buying this on, yeah, let's make a deal. That bitch from fuck, I'm being for real. Yeah, okay, let's go. All of my money can keep me in control. Okay, okay.
Herbie said, "Why do I like this?" They said, "This is a music video, man." That was for real. L4B. Nah, I'm with you, Harvey. That ain't the type of music I listen to all the time. Like, I feel like Jam still be like eating that one up. Um, it was like an energy about it or something like that. To me, it grabbed me off the top, but I would say maybe a minute 15 in. I appreciate that you made it a shorter song, because about a minute 14 in it, I kind of started, it wasn't holding me as much anymore. So, you could address that with certain, resetting people's like attention span and stuff like that, or you could just make it a shorter song. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was an innovative approach for that one. For real, L4B. Um, yeah, man, I think if you want to extend the shelf life of that one, like if you want to have people keep coming back to it, listening for longer, just add in a little bit more into the lyrics that makes people like, oh yeah, I need to hear that again. But I mean, you had energy to it. Um, yeah, like I think there's things that could take it to the next level, but for being like a hype song, get your energy up real quick song, it did that for me. It had me moving. So I appreciate you for real. L4B for real. What you think on that one, Charlie?
Um,
Sorry, last
I
thing.
think
I'd encourage you to um bring the mid and the higher end of the vocal, or not the vocal, the whole mix up a little bit. If you could see on that meter we had, this low end over here was, it was super heavy. So when that kick wasn't there and stuff like that, I just felt a little bit empty, a little bit drier. So I just encourage you to balance that mix out a little bit more. But sorry, go ahead, Charlie. Didn't mean to cut you off.
so I'm gonna kind of give you a big picture. I think that you write songs mimicking a style of music that is more entertaining than it is quality. And there is quality elements in that genre of music, and you have to pay attention and find them. Because I think that the way you approach the record is more, well, this catches people's attention, or the surface level things from that music that kind of grab people's attention. But that's like small wave shit. Like it's not good. I don't mean that in terms of it's not enjoyable. But people can like stuff that's not like good. That's not, I'm not don't look at good as like
This a
it's
conversation me and Charlie we disagree with all the time. But no, keep going.
by good I mean, is it fundamentally sustainable to the point where when a fad is over, it's still an enjoyable piece of music. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean right now when people are listening to a lot of that style, that people don't get into it. It's just, to me, it was kind of sloppy.
So you're using sustainable and good kind of interchangeably right now.
Yeah, well, I'm saying good like, hey, we're all doing fucking quaaludes right now. I mean, we're all doing what's that shit called? The fucking the laughing gas. No, the fucking
Galaxy gas.
Right, we're all doing galaxy gas, right? That's not a good drug. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is gonna stop doing that drug. There's whippets, right?
That's a
There's
funny
a moment
analogy.
when there's a moment where people go like, oh yeah, remember when we used to do whippets? Yeah, fuck that, right? And then you have like, oh, you guys remember when we smoked weed? Yeah, I got some more weed.
Don't
We
do
gonna
no
keep
whippets.
smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Whippets is like, okay, it's a fad. It has a short duration of time of appreciation. That's what I mean by good. If something is good, it's not going to have a minute time of appreciation. That's how I'm using it.
That's an
You
interesting
can be
analogy.
enjoyable, because enjoyable is something can be enjoyable for a moment. You know what I'm saying? But try to learn what makes that genre good, because there's going to be things about that genre that stick around, and there's going to be things about that genre that don't. And I don't specialize in that genre, so I am not the person to point it out to you. But I do think that your approach had a level of, it just felt sloppy. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I just don't have another word to address your timing, um, and address how I feel like you approached it. So just so keep understanding that genre, keep understanding what you like about it, and find what's good about it and what's going to stick around about it, so that by the time you perfect it, it's still an enjoyable piece of music that that genre will still enjoy.
Hell yeah. This next song right here, that was Slayer's six, or sorry, this next song right here is Wish Card by Slayer 64, produced by, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Shout out the producer, man. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Like Tyrannosaurus Slayers is going for spitting like a Charizard. Niggas be
Smoking on the kush so that I can ascend. Healing all my pain, put my hatred to rest. Hey, put my hatred to rest. Put my hatred to rest. Hey, I just wanna chill. I just wanna get my tats. They were talking down. I was sitting in the class. Shit was really lame, but I put it in the past. Now I got these sounds. I'm stacking on my cash. I just need to meditate. My soul had to activate. Smoking kush to medicate. Demons they deactivate. Living life it ain't a race, but I know my fucking place. And if it's getting evil now, clear it out with fucking sage. Smoke that, take that, got blades, got gas, that's that, done now, close case, that's that.
I like that editing right there.
Hard like Tyrannosaurus Slayers is going far, spitting like a Charizard. Niggas be looking charred. Hey, hey.
What up,
hey.
Bash?
Get the fuck.
What up,
out.
Bastronaut?
Get the fuck.
Bastronaut? That's a funny name. Hey, that song right there, that was Wish Card. Shout out the producer. So I got a few thoughts on that one, man. It wasn't my favorite track. Part of, I think, what went against you was the way you framed it. I really thought that was gonna be like a melodic song, but then it came into, a lot, more rap style songs, right? But then also there was a lot of extra air in your rap vocal, which just made that contrast even more. It's made it stick out even more. Um, and so I'd encourage you, if you want to do like a beat switch, I would still find a way to kind of um set up the environment, set up the vibe so that you're expecting what the core of the song is gonna be. Everything from the cover art to wish card, like the whole thing to me just had more of a melodic vibe than hey, this can be more about rap. Um, so to me it kind of felt like it was like, oh, I'm not even like, if you go to a comedy club and you go to a comedy show, you're in the mood to laugh, right? Like a less funny joke can be funny. But if you're not in a comedy club, it's like, oh, you kind of have to be really funny to make me laugh. And this one, you didn't really bring me to the comedy club before you told the joke, you know what I'm saying? So it was like you really had to win me over, and I didn't feel the performance did that. Um, this might just not be my genre of music, bro, you know what I'm saying? But I'd encourage you to make sure you get that extra air out of your vocal. I'd encourage you to smoothen out the songwriting, and I just encourage you to frame the setup better, right? So that your music is in position to be better received. I appreciate you sharing, Slayers. This was Wish Card. Let me know what you think on that one, Charlie.
I think that I was watching to about 26 seconds, and you took a lot of time with a buildup that wasn't very effective. It didn't bring me into the record. It just kind of made me wonder how long this is going to happen for. And to be very honest with you, let's just be real. It sounds like a first song. It sounds like the first song that someone makes, and that's perfectly fine.
We all been there.
Continue to develop your quality control, because the first thing you have to learn is what's good and what's not. And I think that I want you to start there. Start having accountability of just understanding, well, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to not do? And execute upon those. You don't have to do any of those things perfectly, but you have to know those things enough to just say if you did them or not. Don't even worry about if you did them super duper well or not. Um, I think that this is the kind of record that you're gonna look back one day at and be like, dang, that's where I started. And that's okay. And don't let that discourage you. But you got some work to do and you should be encouraged and enthusiastic to do it.
Hey man, I agree completely. Like I said, one of my favorite Charlie bars is, "Yeah, I used to suck, but this is something that I stuck with." We all been there, bro. My favorite analogy is basketball. The first time you tried to, dribble the ball or shoot a hoop, what's the chances of winning, bro? Probably not. Like everybody misses their first shot. You know what I'm saying? So don't let that discourage you. Get out in the gym, keep working, do what you got to do to improve your game. That was Slayer's Wish Card. Appreciate you. This one right here. This is Michael J. Lamentar, man. Let's go and get right into it. Feat Blake Madness.
I know I couldn't keep this up. Most of the time I be needing love, but nowadays I be needing those. Before I did it, I was feeling
Hey, facts, Evan.
slow.
I felt
I
that.
love it too, we was speeding up. Became in love without meeting trust. It was just for the night. I know I wasn't right, even though I still regret it. I can never forget it. It was just for the night. I know I wasn't right, even though I still regret it. I can never forget it now. Toda la noche que pienso en ti, ya no
On the cover, I was
puedo
waiting for
estar
this.
feliz por las malas cosas que yo te hice, pero no me arrepiento. Tal vez lo hago de nuevo. No tengo sentimiento. Yo soy un mujeriego. Solo fue una noche más. No tuve razón, aunque yo me arrepiento, pero no puedo olvidarlo. Solo fue una noche más. No tuve razón, aunque yo me arrepiento, pero no puedo olvidarlo. Mi corazón no bate más. Este dolor que siento por ti. She told her friends that I treated her wrong, making amends as I'm writing.
Yo, Michael J, this is a really cool crossover. I'm rocking with it.
Yo sé que mi amor no vale por hacer muchas maldades, pero te quiero de nuevo, mi amor. Girl, let me hold your corazón. You make me want it more and more. And let me love you, por favor.
Appreciate you for following, Bastronaut.
It was just for the nights. I know I wasn't right, even though I still regret it. I can never forget it. It was just for the night. I know I wasn't right, even though I still regret it. I can never forget it now. Come back to me, my love. Yeah, come back to me, my love. Yeah, come back to me, my love.
Man, Michael J, I didn't know you'd be making some Latin music, bro. That was Lamentar featuring Blake Madness, bro. Appreciate you for sharing. I really enjoyed your guys' chemistry on that one. The way you two sounded together, the way you two were able to work together. Man, I'm rocking with that one. Just make sure you have a proper master on that. I know you're gonna finish the mix, get any statics or things like that out there, but the mix already sounded pretty good. Biggest thing is make sure that master just has those dynamics super strong, that it's gonna be able to compete with a Bad Bunny song or different people who are in that genre doing really well. Bad Bunny's gonna be number one, right? But there's plenty of artists in that genre. Find a reference mix that you feel you guys can compete with sonically. But yeah, man, Lementar, featuring Blake Mattis. I really appreciated that one, bro. I'm excited for this one to come out. Make sure you message me, DM this one straight to me when it comes out. What do you think on this one, Charlie?
Yo, I second that. I really enjoyed the record. I just want to see it stick the landing with the final master. I think y'all both sounded great. I like the production. I like the writing. I like y'all delivery. I like y'all voices. I like y'all tone. I really enjoyed the record.
No, real talk, man. He said his Puerto Rican side had to come out for that one. I appreciate you sharing, Michael
Hey,
J. He said, "Man, that one's over a year old. You just got a catalog, bro. You just got a bag just full of vault. You know what I'm saying? Just full of tracks." Shout out Michael J for real. Oh, he said
shout outs to the work ethic.
he said this song's out on all platforms under the artist Blake Mattis. Man, if you were rocking with it, make sure you guys go check this one out. Lemonthar.
Run it up, run it up.
Facts. Hey, this next song right here, Dayfrius. This is Any More. Remember, if you want to be the next song up, type exclamation point super skip. You know what you do with that intro, that hook versus the verses. Biggest thing for me, man, just make sure you get this one mixed, whether you want to learn the skill or whether you want to do it, take it to a professional engineer. This was a really cool sound to me. You know what I'm saying? This had a really cool sound, but that vocal was just so quiet compared to, that kick or, different parts of the drums. It just felt like it was a little bit behind the rest of the beat. So just making sure you do that, stuff that's going to allow you to compete commercially against, the other artists that you want to compete with if that's where you want to go with it, right? Nah, man, but I appreciate you sharing Dayfrius Anymore. That one has so much potential, bro. Just you could even get that one remixed as is, you know what I'm saying? What you think on that one, Charlie?
I agree. I like a lot of the sentiments of the record. I think that it carried its emotion well. I like a lot of the percussion. I like the lead melody of the production. It had a impressionable, melancholic, like emotional drive to it. I like a lot of your sections. I co-sign a lot of what Justus said regarding the mix, but I enjoyed the record, man. I enjoyed the record. It was one of those it makes you feel something, which is a really important sign of a record.
Facts. That was Any More Dayfrius. Appreciate you for sharing that one. I hope we get to hear more from you. I wanted to say this earlier, but he's had a great energy, a great attitude all night in the chat, showing love, supporting other artists, just being himself. So I appreciate you, Dayfrius. I'm really glad we got to hear your song tonight. And we do these every Wednesday and Friday for anyone who's new around here. Make sure you guys join into the stream. Especially lately, man, we've had a wide variety of guests. Shout out everyone. Shout out Charlie from the Couny. Different people to get different types of feedback from. So shout out everyone who's been a guest, helping this community grow. All right, let's see. Let's take it back to our wheel spinner. Who we got up next? We're ready for some more spins, but we got Black Star and we got Horvey. Wait, did we already hear Black Star? We got
I
Black
don't
Star
think
right
so.
here. Oh, they already both submitted. Awesome. We got Black Star, we got Horvey. I think those are the last two we need to hear. Thank you, M. Cool. All right. This is Mice by Horvey. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
I remember this cover art. This must be an album cover art.
Is I think either a previous cover art or one that's coming up. You remind me, Horvey. But like you said, for a project. Said he played a longer version of this on the stream before. Okay. Oh yeah, Horvey. Hey, Hustle, type your artist name in the chat to get added to our wheel.
Cut out the middleman, he's not your friend.
Good to see you, Pino and Rich Dior.
Now where's your minute man in the air?
Facts, Teo.
Forget all your greatest friends, they don't miss you.
Yeah, you were right, Charlie. This is a cover art for a project he's working on.
Forget your heroes,
Hey, appreciate you, nobody. No problem, Harvey. Appreciate you tuning in. So, Harvey, you mentioned last time this song was longer. Is this gonna be a bridge that continues the song on, or talk to me about this part right here? Because I was rocking with the record, but then that outro, it felt off creatively. You know what I'm saying? Like just knowing you, Harvey, I didn't. You do a lot of things very intentionally. You know, you produce, you mix, you do your vocals, you write your lyrics, so you have a lot of control over the project, right? So much intention goes into what you normally do. Maybe I just need to hear the record again to sit with the end of it to fully understand it. But that outro confused me. I was rocking with the record up until that outro, and that's not a huge deal, right? Because you can always just click skip when you're done. Um, but I'm curious. Is that related to the album? Forgot to cut off the audio tail. Fair enough. Sometimes it's simple as that when the record isn't out. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you sharing, Harvey. That was mice. Um, yeah, bro. Your voice has, again. I've said this to you before, but it has such a unique tone to it, a unique flavor. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I've loved being able to hear this project as it's developed from vocal ideas to here's some instrumentation to hey, here's some instrumentation with some vocals on them. It's been really cool to watch the progression, man. Harvey, mice. I'm excited to see where you go creatively. What you think on that one, Charlie?
Uh, yo, how do I say this? That's that was one of those records that was so damn. How do I even say it? It was such a not. That's how you record music the right way. I enjoyed how avant-garde it even sounded. Like it sounded like a guy singing his heart out in a fucking public bathroom with a voice memo. Like, and the songwriting was so poetic to me. Like the words and the phrasing that you had was just like they were like interesting poetic like truths with like a weird way of looking at it. Like there's so many things that if somebody was gauging with like if this is how music is supposed to sound, they're gonna criticize. I really enjoyed listening to that. And I don't know how to say it better than that. Like sonically, it was real rough. It worked for the record for me. You know what I mean? It felt like I don't give a fuck how this sounds. This sounds good. And
Psychedelic rock.
maybe that's my best way.
Sorry, that was a cool genre.
I I would off that song, if you was like, yo, I got an album that feels like this, I'd listen to that shit. Even if it sounded like that. From like a sonic mix standpoint, I'd listen to that. You know what I mean? It's not something you play for a car full of people because it's like you have to like be into like indie movies shot on like uh those like 8-bit cameras. But like if you enjoy that, there's something so beautiful about it. And I really liked it for that reason.
That's an interesting. The indie movie. I could totally see Harvey as like a indie film, like if he was the director, like an indie film festival guy. That was an interest. I don't know why, but that analogy clicked with me for sure. Shout out Harvey, man. Appreciate you for sharing. I really enjoy his music. I think he's such a unique dude, and uh, one of my like. I love when people can make great music and also be a really cool person to talk to. Be humble, be someone you want to talk to, want to communicate with. That's Harvey. You know what I'm saying? He's a great personality, super humble, and all at the same time making super unique music, bro. I love that combination. Hey, this right here, this is
Is that so private?
that last
Is
song.
that so private?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
Damn.
I guess it's not, but I have a feeling it will be at some point.
Let me go check that out. I actually want to hear that song again at some point in time. Let me go add that shit.
Horvey the
I don't
Revelation. That's the album it's on right now, the project that's out. He gives a little bit of teasers from his projects.
Corby the Revelation.
I'll get you the link after the stream. But this next song right here, this is Like Martin Remix featuring Althea by Blackstar. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
I got a dream.
Shout out Horvey as the
dreaming
artist
like
for that, man.
Martin.
He lets you guys watch the
I'm in a
progression.
deep sleep. Be quiet and starting. Projecting my visions from my mind and my heart. And I give you my soul. Won't you get you some popcorn? Make sure phone is silenced. Don't you bring in no violence. Welcome to my subconscious. Hey, beware of monsters. This dream ain't got sponsors. Yet the budget is bonkers. For my plan to unfurl, it's gonna take the whole world. Dreaming at once like we in Inception. Taking the power like an interception. Following footsteps of the Reverend. I wanna make the earth like, yeah, I dream of paradise. In my sleep it seems very nice. Fulfill once, you won't get it twice. Fulfill once, you won't get it twice.
I wish the world was to live. I wish we could just stop with the bullshit. War out, hunger out, sickness out. That's what I dream about, yeah. Money out, racism out, borders out. That's what I dream about, yeah.
I got a dream. I'm dreaming like Martin. I'm in a deep sleep. Be quiet and starting. Projecting my visions from my mind and my heart. And I give you my soul. Won't you get you some popcorn? Make sure phone is silenced. Don't you bring in no violence. Welcome to my subconscious. Hey, be wary of monsters. This dream ain't got sponsors. Yet the budget is bonkers. For my plan to unfurl, it's gonna take the whole world. Sticking to love, hate is too heavy, a burden to bear. Taking the torch from Martin, look where I'm starting. You can't change the shit if you scared, or do you not care? This is for boys and girls, the children of future, and y'all in a stupor. They will inherit the world. I got a dream. I'm dreaming like Martin. I'm in a deep sleep. Be quiet and starting. Projecting my visions from my mind and my heart. And I give you my soul. Won't you get you some popcorn? Make sure phone is silenced. Don't you bring in no violence. Welcome to my subconscious. Hey, be wary of monsters. This dream ain't got sponsors. Yet the budget is bonkers. For my plan to unfurl, it's gonna take the whole world. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? I ain't. This just the beginning? It is. Black Star man, I'm different. Me and Martin twinning. Twins. One day love is winning. One day love is winning. One day love is winning.
Change does not roll in on the wheels of inevitability, but comes through continuous struggle. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Man, that was Like Martin, a remix featuring Althea by Blackstar. I appreciate you for sharing that one. Terry, you made me laugh. He's sharing some thoughts on the track, and then halfway through he goes, "Wait a second, this is 2 years ago. What am I like recommending shit for?" I forgot what the word he used, but he's like, "What am I like making suggestions for? This was 2 years ago." That made me laugh, Teo. At the same time though, we could always hear the song that's going up and hear things that could be applied to other records, right? Even if it's not going back for this specific record. I appreciate you for sharing that one, Black Star. That was a remix featuring Althea. What I liked was it felt like your vocals were a lot more out in front and very that was some of the best like vocal just clarity I feel like I've gotten from you. So I really want to show that appreciation. That being said, I do think there's still a next level, right? If you could just take a little bit even more of the air out of there, I think that gives it space. And then also, and you know, this part's 2 years ago, so I almost this is where I feel you, Taylor. I almost didn't say anything. But if you just make the writing a little bit more engaging, right? Just hook me a little bit more. I feel like that's gonna just give me a little bit more of your perspective, right? I think that's gonna help out a lot. Do it using references like like Martin remixes, different stuff. It's gonna pull on that nostalgia. It's gonna connect you in different ways to your listener. I just encourage you to keep pushing the boundaries on that. That was Black Star Man, like Martin, featuring Alti. I appreciate you sharing. That I will say that was that was a fun listen for me, Black Star. So 2 years ago or not, I appreciate you bringing it back out and showing someone who for me it was new to. So
I enjoyed things about the record. I really enjoyed the female section. I think the beat was dope. I like the theme of the record. I feel like, and I hope to not offend with this at all. I like the movie theater dream, don't be on your phone analogy, but I also feel like you talked about the subject matter a little bit too much, like one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. I don't think that you articulated. I feel like you talked about talking about something instead of talking about something. And then I also feel like from a rhyming standpoint, it was very singular rhyme, minimalistic. It didn't have a lot of nuance from a rhyming standpoint to keep me engaged. I think that for some people, simple is good, but I think that from a rhyming and from a articulating an idea that is nuanced, um, you didn't really delve into doing that. And I'd like to see you approach those type of records in the future, because it's 2 years ago. So I'm just giving you my feedback, even though I'm sure you've learned from this. But I'd like to see you speak on things like this with a little bit more heightened level of I have a point to make and not just a veil of a point to make. Or I have um, an engaging way to present these ideas and not just saying Martin Luther King had a dream, racism is bad.
facts,
That's my opinion.
facts. Hey, real quick, we're gonna I forgot the word I was gonna use, but we're gonna keep it fresh. Um, this number right here is the number between 0 to 100. Charlie, this is the number you texted me a minute ago. Whoever guesses this number gonna get the next song up. Go ahead and spam the chat. Guess as many times as you want. 0 to 100. Whoever guesses this number first can get the next song.
Yeah, let me make sure I forget what I texted you.
I should have give you the heads up. My bad on
Okay.
that.
Oh, you're perfectly fine. I got to get better at my.
Oh, I saw it. Tail to Dan. I thought I saw it.
Oh, damn.
Man,
Tail.
number 11. Appreciate you for sharing or for guessing, Tail. Shout out to everyone who was guessing. That was number 11.
Ooh, Steezy was mad close.
Hey, I think we've Tail, are you still on the wheel? He's still on the wheel. All right, cool. I wasn't sure if he was gonna have to pick someone else or not. Man, shout out to you, Teo. Let's see. We also got VLAN, Iodine, and SGB Pino from the wheel. So let's go. We got VLAN, Iodine, and SGB Pino. Yo, Pino, I wavered last minute. I don't know if you saw at the end of the last stream. We ended up sliding Rich Dior in there. So just wanted to make sure you guys were able to go catch the replay if you weren't able to see that live.
Hey guys, while we get the next song queued up, throw in the chat what you guys love outside of music. Like, man, I love fucking audiobook, like fiction audiobook. Stephen King is my guy, and I fucking love movies, specifically horror. But like, we all love music, we all jamming in here, but I want to see what else you guys love. Do me a favor and throw in the chat what you guys love outside of music. I got fishing. Shout outs to that. Finance and investing. Shout out.
Facts.
lab work and cell culture. I've never heard someone who likes cell culturing. Shout outs to that. Your
Yo,
finance.
you said
Your
finance.
fiance.
You
Shout
said
out.
finance and investing. I read the chat and I said my fiance, and I was gonna be like, no, Charlie, you read that one wrong. Nah, man. Shout out both, man. Finance and fiance.
Buffalo wings, quesadillas, and Spider-Man sounds like a fucking. You throw a beer in there, that's a Friday night, bro. Shout outs to you.
He said that's a Friday night. I rock with it.
Wrestling,
Yo, money
yeah.
making Ace, good to see you.
Theology. Shout outs
Theology
to
and music, finance and investing. Some family people in here.
Anime.
Y'all my people. Quesadillas
Constructing
too, Michael
classrooms?
G. Yo, Michael J,
That's
bro.
fire.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna be having a quesadilla after this stream now. You inspired me. I gotta cook some up. That sounds delicious.
Black Star. Shout out to movies, yo. I love movies. I'm so excited to see Nosferatu.
You're rereading then rewatching Game of Thrones. That's exciting, Em. Hey, nobody. We appreciate you subscribing with Prime. You got twice as likely of a chance to get picked on that wheel now. No ads you got to deal with. Really appreciate you supporting the stream, helping us grow. Got me 2 large pizzas. Ooh, that's a steal. Yo, was that
What a fucking steal.
Was that is that Marco's, bro? I feel like I had that deal from Marco's not too long ago.
He said Tito's.
Domino's. Okay,
Teo,
I respect
is
it.
Teo.
Okay, actually, yo, what's your favorite pizza joints in the chat too? I want to hear that. So for Colorado locals, y'all know Cosmos. That's my spot, but I'm pretty sure that's only here in Colorado. I'd be rocking with Marco's outside of that, man. Y'all let us know where your spot.
Y'all got a Nancy's over there?
I'm not aware. I don't know of a Nancy's.
Nancy's got this deep dish, personal pan, stuffed crust pizza. My God, it was busted. Nigga. What?
Woo!
I love me
Man.
some stuffed crust.
Stuffed crust. That's a cheat code. That's a cheat code.
That's a cheat code right there.
For me, the first stuffed crust I ever had was Pizza Hut. So I don't know that they, invented it, but shout out whoever invented stuffed crust.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Speaking of this song by Teo, bless up, man. Bless up whoever created stuffed crust. This is produced by Matic, by Teo the Dan. Bless up, Teo. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Shout out your Segway game.
Breakfast pizza, yo, that's diabolical. That's delicious, though. I won't even lie.
Delicious. With the eggs and sausage.
Okay. I had like a cinnamon roll one. That was good.
Yo, too many whack brothers kicking the rhyme, and all my fans hope to forget the sickle in time. I see brothers selling beats, feast, nickel and dime. I stay looking from above with the vigilant eye, but y'all ain't getting no money. That's the trouble with these. Your low racks speak for you like the trophy of the trees. So y'all desperate for a hit like a couple of fiends, but when the hero in the shot, now you ducking the beef. Y'all broke boys stay sucking your teeth. The 1-2 want nothing with me. My 3 swords steady cutting the beat. Move along, buddy, nothing to see. Dwelling on the EP, boy, you stuck in the PAST. 10 mil before they see they next 3. Lil man think he hard shit. He ain't met me, hitting every neck. I'm up, NEXT. MCs ain't making any sense. Next, please, like.
Oh, he said description.
Bless up, no season, check up. The show screaming, step up. These dudes being dressed up. I'll really put you on that nose screen and get bucked. I'm proofreading news briefings. Dudes need a tooth cleaning shit. 17 and I still make the place lose it. Tell him if he got a problem, I'm an
You already
A
know that's
student.
true.
I can peep lies behind his eyes, but I stay prudent. Homie talking in his feelings, you ain't Drake stupid. It was the fame
that's
of
no
the
cap,
cake,
Steezy.
and I hate choosing. Make haste, vacate before I make music, and y'all stay snoozing while I aim straight and stay shooting. Boys hit your brain at the rate of each phrase movement. Yuck, I'm moving faster when I chase the bag. He told me keep on doing what you doing, you gon' make a mad. Rap game was acting up, I knew I had to play the dad and come home when I'm done like you would not believe the day I had. Breaking bad, cook 'em up, what's the matter looking stuck? I told myself I never get treated this way again. After I took it once, then we took his mic, then we took his funds and told a book it run. You a puppet with a wooden gun. Yo, bless up, no season, check up. The shoes screaming, step up.
I like how you stretch
Dudes
those
being
vocals.
dress up, I'll make your homie tense up. Don't put me on the album if your pen suck. I'm killing rappers and you could be next up. Next tail, could be next up. Bless up,
Nobody says Teo. He wants to hear you on a Nas type beat next.
dress up. The new season, check up. Dudes being dress up, I'll make your homie stupid.
Teo blessed another producer. Allow someone else to get a piece of the pie this time. Man, bless up Teo the Dan.
mind if I go first?
Not at all. Bless Up, produced Matic, I Tell the Dan. What you think on that one, Charlie?
I got an interesting perspective. And Tell, you might not fuck with me off it, but you might. As always, you killed it, right? I don't think that drum pattern and that BPM maximizes your enjoyability as a rapper. I don't think that you missed. I don't think that you took a song off. I feel like your style of rapping, the percussion you usually rap on, even if the BPM you rap on is similar to that, is a more engaging listen. That might be the least engaging listen of the songs you played. And it's interesting because it was a different producer and it's a mad hip hop beat. You know what I'm saying? So I like the beat. It's not a bad beat. You know, it's just one of those things where like you make really good pizza and then you just use like a style of crust that's not the most palatable crust for your cheese and sauce and meat combination. Pause. So yeah, it's not a huge critique, but I would pay attention to that because you want to trim out the least engaging versions of yourself. Even if you like those versions of yourself, don't build on those on high stacks. You know what I mean? If you want to get one off from time to time, but like I encourage you to like just consider that. Because I'm a big fan of yours and I only want to see you win.
That's an interesting perspective. I'd have to hear it back a few times, kind of hear it next to some of his other tracks to, give my thoughts on that part specifically. But I really agreed with something you said at the end where it was like, hey, if you want to get it off here and there, it's not end of the world, right? But, I appreciate you encouraging him, leading him where you think he's strongest, right? Leading him to his strengths. As a fan, I also appreciated a little bit of a caveat in his music, right? Like, my favorite example is The Baby, where it's like, hey, he came out swinging. I really enjoyed him at first, but after about 10 songs, I was like, okay, well, what's different? What are you adding to the tracks? Some of them felt like they were pretty repetitive. And so I appreciate him throwing something out for his listeners, that's out of the typical, this separate from his typical discography. But I also appreciate you pointing out, hey, this wasn't my favorite as a listener, so I'm not mad at you, but keep going over here. I think that's very valuable feedback. That was Tale the Damn Bless Up, produced by Matic. Appreciate you for sharing, Tale. I was really rocking with that one.
Incredibly talented artist I have to put on top of everything I just said.
Not facts. And Tale, I ain't saying nothing because of this right here, but it's still a work in progress. Don't give yourself any days off. All right, this is Physically Fit Snippet Pino. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Physically Fit. Shout out you being in the cover art, brother. Same with you, Teo. I know you were on yours too. Hey, let's go.
Bad girl, come here, I'ma show you how we get this money. Frontier, no me diamonds, they not fake. Chandelier, hustling in a couple steps. Follow here, look, one big man ting, we gon' pop. Men them on the block, you know this shit will never stop. Said two, bitch, keep it real, never fool. How you gon' be fool? We know what you get into. Said 3, 4, 5, 6. Physically fit. Said 7, 8, 9, 10. Go get you some money and flip it with them and them. Quack, 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 quack. Come with me, Hail Mary like I'm Pac. Quack, 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 quack. Key to the streets, bitch, threw away the lock. Tegalo to Patois, Gento, Wagwan. I am no problema, you don't want no problem.
Get you added to the wheel, Alex. This part feels a little empty. Just a heads up, I know it's still a snippet. Oh, okay.
He didn't finish it
Yeah,
yet.
there we go. That makes sense. We were just getting that little first half.
Oh, I want to go first on this one too.
Fair enough, man. That's Physically Fit. Snippet by Pino. Appreciate you for sharing. We can go ahead and just pause that.
Yo, personally, bro, that's my favorite song that you sent in. That cadence really worked for you.
The tone too, being a little bit deeper. Sorry, not to jump in.
Yeah,
I'll wait my turn.
No. Oh no, you can bob and weave with me, because I co-sign that. Your vocal delivery, like, take what you did and finish that song, and don't leave that pocket. That Physically Fit refrain hook was dope. Like, don't stray from that. Don't use a different pocket. Keep me there, because that was the most fun I ever had listening to you rap. Personally, I fuck with that.
No, in fact, and Pino, for me, it was the tone. That's where I really, it felt like it was like, oh, he's in his rapper voice now. It's like, okay, he found what fits this beat. You know what I'm saying? He found what makes this song work. So I appreciate you exploring different things, trying different things out, man. Shout out Pino, bro. I see you progressing. I see you putting in the work. That was Physically Fit. Thank you for sharing, bro. Keep working. And I'm excited to hear. I'm excited to hear the final thing. My bad for calling it empty when it was just a work in progress.
Oh, and that little those sounds you were making in the beginning, keep using those shits. Like, almost listen to the first half of your song and like make the second half different lyrics, but don't stray a lot from what you did. That shit was hard.
Surprise feat on it too. I'm curious who you got coming up. Shout out to you, Pino. Keep putting in the work. Hey, this next one right here. This is, hey, have a great night, Black Star. Appreciate you popping out tonight. This is Say My Name, Iodine V5 work in progress, man. Iodine's been working like a madman. He's got some works to show you. Studio session after the stream. I think, Iodine, correct me if I'm wrong. You guys can hop in there if you have any questions about feedback you got tonight, or hey, you just want to work on music while there's other creatives around working on music. We're going to be having a virtual studio session tonight after the stream in the Discord. Make sure you guys hop in there. Shout out Iodine for leading those. This is Say My Name. Let's go ahead and get right into this.
Iodine be cranking.
Yes, sir, Glocky. Iodine's the producer, by the way, on this one. Yeah, Glocky, drop your artist name in the chat. Hey, hell yeah, Bastronaut. Woo! Drop your artist name in the chat. I'll take a peek for you. Hey, we'll get you added onto their D's. Yeah, facts, it's this tough. Said Marshmallow and the Fat Rat in spoke for this one. Hell yeah. One of my favorite intros of yours, for Rises. killing that. Not as much of a fan as that second part, but I appreciate that you needed to do something different there. Man, Say My Name, version 5, work in progress, Iodine. Appreciate you for sharing, man. This drop right here was insane. I love that drop a lot. Yeah, man, that was really cool. I really liked it. I feel like the vocal sample was really nice. Or, you know, it was a pretty good fit. I really like that bass that you had kind of wubbing back and forth. I don't know if it was panning or, you know, just had a delay to it or what, but it was nice hearing that in the background. But then, yeah, this drop right here was definitely my favorite. I appreciate you for sharing, bro. This part right here where you switched it up, I think it would have benefited from maybe a counter melody or an additional instrument rather than changing the style of mixing. But I respect your ear in hearing that, hey, something different needed to be added there, something new needed to happen. And, you know, just trying different things out. So appreciate you for sharing that one, Iodine. That was Say My Name, V5, work in progress. Excited to hear the final version. What you think on that one, Charlie?
Same here. I mimic a lot of your feedback. For me, only thing I'd add is I kind of wish that the vocals were a little bit louder, a little bit more out front, not too much, but just they were tucked underneath a little bit for me. I wish I could have, you know, just heard them a little bit more out front, just slightly. That's just
fair.
me, but yeah, I enjoyed it though.
Hell yeah. Say My Name, Iodine. Appreciate you for sharing that one.
Shout out to Iodine for always bringing some different vibes to the chat, to the stream.
Facts. Thank you, Em. I really appreciate that. Hey, this next one up right here, this is Vigilante. Guys, Vigilante's got a show here in Colorado. If you're in town, come out, say what's up to me, say what's up to Jam Sale, say what's up to Vigilante. At the Roxy tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Come pop out. This song right here, this is Nitro Circus, Vigilante Crash Course. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Man, shout out Vigilante, Nitro Circus, off his Crash Course album that just dropped recently. I appreciate you sharing that one, Vigilante. I've said it before, I'll say it again, man. The creativity in your mix is one of my, as a fan of Vigilante, that's one of my favorite things is, hey, you don't take the mix off, you know, you use that as a spot to add creativity, add elements, add excitement into the song. So I just want to show my appreciation for you on that one. I'm excited to see you live tomorrow. Remember, 7 p.m. at the Roxy in Denver. Come pop out if you want to see me, Jam Sale, Vigilante, or just support artists in the community. What do you think on that one?
Shout outs to Vigilante. Shout outs to your show, bro. I hope you kill it, man. Continue to keep doing your thing, man. People here love what you do. I'm excited to hear the feedback from the show, man. Kill it. And you know, keep holding down the people who love what you do, bro.
Real talk. Hey, man, Iodine, so close, bro. Maybe at the next one, we'll be able to see you pop out. Have a safe trip back here, though. All right. So we got King Cutler, 999, Same Hustle, D-Rock, SPX, and Rich Dior. Those are our next songs on the wheel. We're going to keep that wheel spinning. But I got to go refill my water real quick. We're going to have Charlie serenade us over a quick, 3-minute break. I'm going to go refill my water. We're going to get right back into it. Don't go anywhere. Yeah. Let's see if we can get this going. Oh, guys, we got a new button. I want to see if this works. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll see you guys shortly.
How you do this?
Hey, no, you good?
Album.
Popping up.
Oh, you trying
Vibe
to play
with
some
me real
music?
quick. I'd love to hear you guys'
What you
feedback. You
got?
can tell me what you guys think.
Don't judge me.
You can tell me if you guys vibe with me.
No, go ahead.
Give my opinion about y'all.
All right, here you go.
Yeah.
The room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth with our playlist, with only the hits. Wine glass, 2 sips till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth. The room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth with our playlist, with only the hits. Wine glass, 2 sips till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth. Different memories that seep from out your phone and your router that get so heavy disconnecting your data. I think about this shit whenever I hear it. I can feel it since the rail been burning. Your energy moving wherever we going. You karaoke and that's how much you know it. You couldn't tell me the God and a poet. You put the fire to the top of your bowhead. You told me not to copy your shit, but Shazam got the song all posted. Ayy, the room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth with our playlist, but only the hits. Wine glass, 2 sips till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth. The room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth with our playlist, but only the hits. Wine glass, 2 sips till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth.
I like that. I like that.
Your turn.
All right, my turn.
And that shit better be hard, nigga.
Our music tastes bipolar, but the distance between us is probably getting shorter. A lot of songs that I've been playing got no chorus recorded. It's all imagery, emotional storage. I understand it if you think that it's boring, but it's my foundation and my makeup. Take a walk in my shoes and lace up. You looking beautiful in your lace front. The imagery is still on my taste buds. The singles crowd probably hates us, but you open-minded and you listen to the lyrics. You don't understand it all, but you feel it. You say play another cause we chillin'. The smoke cut in half from the fans on the ceiling. You the man, I'm your nigga. The room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth with our playlist, but only the hits. Wine glass, 2 sips till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth. The room covered in smoke, light cut through the mist. Back and forth with our playlist, but only the hits. Wine glass, 2 sips till it don't even exist. I can fall in love with you through the Bluetooth. Hey, I fucks with you.
Stop playing.
No, for real. I fucks with you.
Yeah.
Shout out Charlie. Shout out Shawnee Echo, co-artist on the
Shout out
song.
Shawnee Echo.
And Charlie from the
Thank you,
county.
Adon.
That song was Bluetooth. I think I had you muted on accident on that, Charlie. You wanted to share some of your. You were just letting them know about what how they could find the song.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate everybody who was vibing with that record. That song is called Bluetooth. One of my favorite songs on my debut album, Character Development. I put a lot of work into that album. A lot of the lessons that I share with y'all were shared with me, were taught to me, and I learned through a long journey of putting together a body of work I'm really proud of. So, hey, if you vibing, if you a fan of that style of music, I stand on that album being an amazing body of work. That song was just, for everybody who falls in love over music, man. For everybody who's like, man, me and this girl, we like the same shit or we don't. Just being able to capture those moments, man. I love being able to capture moments, man. So if you rocking with me, let me get a oh yes. I appreciate y'all. You sometimes I just gotta let y'all know what I do. The same way y'all let me see what y'all do.
Real talk, Charlie. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for keeping us all, entertained. Our ears fresh when I was able to refill my water bottle. We got our wheel spinning, so let's actually pull back up to see who we got up next. Shout out Charlie, man. Make sure you guys go show some love on that song if you were rocking with it. All right, let's see. We got.
I promise the whole album's fire, y'all. I promise the whole album fire.
Nah, facts. Bro, when that album came out, it dominated my listening for at least 2 weeks, if not longer. But it was like you couldn't really get other songs in around me. It was like, hey, have you heard this song? Have you heard this song? All coming off Character Development. All right, I see you,
respect Rich.
Messed up. Hey, King Cutler, 999, Same Hustle, D-Rock, SPX, Final Call. I appreciate you, Richard Dior, getting this sent in. Liberia. I ain't forgetting this time. Liberia. And I said the wrong country, Charlie. I felt horrible. I threw the wrong country on her name, bro. I can't be doing that. No, but this is Rich Dior, man. This is Rod, R-O-D. Let's go ahead and get right into this. This is an unreleased track she's sharing with us. Yo, is your hair that long? That's insane. That's insane.
You funny.
That's my bitch. Be the real one to feel niggas wanna please. My
thank you, Idan.
That's my bitch, my bestie, my fighter, Jackie Kicks. She my little rider, my girl was a bitch. You know, daddy the hardest in this shit. That's my bitch, my bestie, my fighter, Jackie Kicks. Oh, she my little rider, my girl was a bitch. And we be the hardest in this shit. Tell me if you like Moscato, boy. How you drink Henny out the bottle, boy. We pushing P4 throttle. I walk in, I step like a model. Bestie is plenty paper coming in. Any racks be bombing in. Through the racks be tumbling. Bestie is plenty paper coming in.
That'll be great.
Any racks be bombing in. All through the racks be tumbling. That's my bitch. We the real ones, I feel niggas wanna blitz. My real deal, she like my sin. When we shoot shots like a bond, don't miss. Make a nigga go dumb when I kiss him on a lid. That's my bitch, my bestie, my fighter, Jackie Kicks. She my little rider, big girl was a bitch. You know I need the hardest in this shit. All around the world, I don't mind if you shoot first. Smoke like marijuana, quench it. And he just a really big bitch with a blicky in his purse. Yeah, they know we don't girls. Casamigos make a twirl. Yeah, we don't girls. Yo, he's fine, nigga, freak little girl.
Hey, appreciate you. We'll get that stretch going, Bastronaut. And that was Rich Dior, R.O.D. Rod. Man, I was really rocking with that one. I feel like I always say that with Rich Dior. She picks great beats and she's got a great tone in her vocal. What would keep me engaged, and there was a little bit of it right here, but I think a little bit more of a drastic change in dynamics, just to kind of refresh my brain, reset my attention. And even just doing things like beat cuts before a drop can, really help to, liven that part up for this type of music. So I would just encourage you to look for, hey, what can we do to add some, different elements in, just keep each part, fresh, keep each part engaging. But I really enjoyed that one. And then I'd also just be careful about the airiness in your vocal, because there's some background noise that's going to be you could be able to remove from the higher end of using an EQ. But then there's also some air that I think if you added a little bit more air to your vocal, especially those higher vocals in the background, you'd benefit from. So just a couple of thoughts, Rich Dior. Really appreciate you sharing. Keep making music. And then I didn't see an answer. That's crazy that your hair is that long. I guess you ain't got an answer. It's in the picture, you know what I'm saying? But that's wild to me. That's funny. Shout out Charlie. Appreciate you for being in the cover art too, by the way. That helps me connect to you as an artist. What you think on that one, Charlie?
So I think it's funny. Rod, excuse me if I misspeak. I might be out of pocket. So you know what? I will skip that part. I hear a lot of potential in that record. I feel like there are elements where your writing exceeded your delivery. I feel like the engineer put a little bit too much auto-tune on your vocals in some areas. I also would like to hear you have a little bit more of like a dynamic yet traditional song writing arrangement. I like a lot of things about that record, but I do think just polishing those things up could improve it, or at least add a level of improvement, or just strengthening in certain areas of your songwriting and performance style going forward. But I enjoyed the record.
No, facts. I think that's totally fair. Hey, and thank you, Iodine and SPX. That's all your submission. So we got SPX, we got Rich Dior. Go ahead and start respinning after that, I think that's all we got resubmitted. or respinning. But this is Mercedes SPX Sparks. Let's go ahead and get right into it. You produce on a trackpad, bro? You're
Keep it a style, I'm up with jeans, I get to the bag, got too many rags, in these pockets it's starting to sag, get to the bag, you know I'm feeling it all I sense, pouring up promethazine, you know I mix it with fans, do you really love me?
Hey, much love, Day. Thank you for being here, being part of the community.
I don't understand, I got rest again, she gon' give me things, I don't wanna fuck, bitch, put on pants, okay, switch up the flow, these bitches
hey, respect.
What's the difference in a bitch and a gun? One of them pop, someone give me blow, yeah, if you want a Glock talk, I keep a Glock, make it pop pop, in the drop top, get it got from your ex bitch, you
this flow right here is working.
Pop talk. You know I get top in
that
the drop
got with that drum set, that was interesting.
We sitting for 12, no cops. Fuck 'em. Okay, new Mercedes. If you want fuck, bitch, come pay me. My dribble, I rain the face so wavy. Pocket sick fat, that's the hustle that made me. Boss in the game, can't nobody phase me.
Man, that was Mercedes Sparks. Man, short and sweet. That one was interesting to me, bro. I liked it, but it felt a little bit underdeveloped. Both in the mix, you know, but also like it felt like a rough mix. But the timing I felt off a little bit on that one. You had some cool flows in there, which I appreciated. You know, it's hard to hit those type of beats, so I appreciate you being creative and yeah, I don't know how I'd hit something like that, you know, so I respect it. Yeah, I think that's most of my thoughts. There was a lot of things I liked on it, but a lot of things that I felt needed, you know, still needed work as well before it'd be ready to come out. That was Mercedes Sparks. I appreciate you for sharing, and curious what you got to say, Charlie.
Yeah, I mimic that, man. Just keep refining, keep refining. I think you had some cool flows. I think you had some cool witty lines. I think you can continue to improve some of your writing and some of your delivery tactics, even some of your flow pockets long term. But I think you got some stuff there to build upon. Just keep getting better and keep refining, man. I like how you rode the beat, and I really like the production.
Yo, you wild astronaut. Sorry, I just seen that chat. He lost me with that one, bro. No, I agree with you, Charlie. He said he produces on a trackpad, and then he gave the reasoning.
The standard office mouse is horrible for your wrist and hand ergonomics. What's ergonomics mean?
I don't know the like technical definition, but I know like if a chair got bad ergonomics, it's bad for your back. If a mouse got bad ergonomics, it's bad for your wrist.
So it's about how something affects your bone structure or like your bone flexibility, stuff like that.
I think so. And your health, yeah.
My fiance never complains about your finger muscles.
That was the part I was like, hey, yo.
hey, you gotta do your workouts, bro.
gotta stay in. It's important to stay fit.
Don't ever give up on your superpowers.
Hey, yo. Oh wow, dude. Man, this one is right here coming from Pack Runner Slat. 2021 Slat. He giving us a throwback. Let's go ahead and get right into this. Hey, take sure you're just check a couple of chats up, bro. You just missed a funny chat, that's all.
Bitch, I'm fly, chain bitch aside. I think I love her. She thinks she knows.
KO, you might have some superpowers you don't know about. Yeah.
More than I do. I think I know you. I think I love you. Shove a ball with shit back. Better than 6, I'll push a little nigga back. I swear I saw the fucking shit. I swear I tried to tell me. I swear I smoking cannabis. She out my mind, I miss her. Fucking killed her. I think I miss her.
she believe me when I tell her I wanna settle down. Every time I come around you niggas, I see my the rap. Them niggas on some fake shit, they acting like I ain't held it down. Bad girl, I'm saying, I tell her turn around, put the booty on me. Oh my god, but that coochie on me. She yell my name when I'm going boss. Every day I miss every time you call me. My little baby, come here. I'm gonna say without you here. I'm gonna say without you here.
What happened that made that one part go off key? Was that just a different punch-in or something? Whatever, just it doesn't matter what happened, bro. You can fix that. Two biggest things that stuck out to me, Doug, was the distortion. You know what I'm saying? I know you've included it in a lot of your tracks, right? So I think it's a sonic it's part of the style you're going for, right? It makes it harder for me to give some other feedback with the the heavy clipping, because it's hard for me to tell what the full range of the record sounds like. You know what I'm saying? So for for me, as annoying as it is, right, I would encourage you to reduce the clipping, and if you do want that distortion that the clipping adds, maybe use like a disruptor, an agitator, some kind of distortion plugin. I spaced the word there for a second. Some kind of distortion plugin. Otherwise, I'd encourage you. Yeah, that's the biggest thing for me. That way I could, just open up the record a little bit, really give you deeper feedback. And then just watch that auto-tune part that slid off. Be really careful about that. But I know this was 2021 Slat. That's, damn near 5 years ago, 5 years ago at this point. So appreciate you for sharing. I know, that was a long time ago. Music sounds a lot different at this point. So, but yeah, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, man, I appreciate being able to see where you came from and what you were doing back in the day, and I'm glad to see you still making music and getting some ears on it. And I'm excited just to hear you bring some more modern stuff into the chat and see where you're at recently. And I don't know how many records I've heard from you, but I'm glad you're here, and I look forward to hearing some more.
No, real talk. Hey, this next one right here, this is, like I said, it's always nice being able to hear where someone comes from. This is Young Steezy, Therapy Session. Let's go ahead and get right into this.
Got no fears, niggas too weird. Point me to the Rex, I'ma bring them back here. Got some cash, I'm on attack, so I hope you up your gear. That hell's been sending me back, but I'm plotting on next year. Winning all year. Bands make them flip, bands make them flip, bands make them flip, bands make them flip. Get nigga like his mama, talking back, get popped in your lip. And you know I'm not with the drama, you'll never see me in the mix. I'm geeking, I feel like Osama. That's when the plot get thick. Tender niggas be starting the drama. Nobody wants your bitch. Quiet nigga ain't starting no problems, but I gladly up this stick. You looking for answers, don't worry, we'll solve them. Got 30 in this clip. I'm focused on me and mine, why you always trying to be on my dick. Without you, I'm doing fine. I promise you, last thing on my mind. With me days in the sun, don't shine. You still wish I was your Valentine. Whoa. Love don't tend to live here if you couldn't tell.
It was a little bit too
I'm
much
up
space
in the doses to get me on my shell. You can see it on my face, I'm not doing well. So remember that time you told me to go to hell. I've been there and back, and I took it over. If you ask me what it's like, I just shrug my shoulder. I don't care to win this fight, I just want it over. If there's one thing I know, there is no closure.
Perfect, yeah, thank you.
Ruining the mood, this beat is turned as fuck. Still a sad dude, there isn't no hood. Didn't want to, all I needed was on event too.
And Therapy Session, Young Steezy.
Yeah.
I was looking at that too, Iodine. So, man, we appreciate you for sharing, Young Steezy. That was Therapy Session. Well, Iodine just said in the chat, he was referencing one of these meters right here is a Luff meter. That's basically just your perceived loudness. Spotify has a threshold. I think Iodine said it was 11 or negative 11 dBs. That one was taking it to 9 to 10 dBs. So there was gonna be some distortion in there that you probably didn't hear in the mix. That was implemented on Spotify side after their algorithm, and so just be mindful of that. Um, and then yeah, that was the biggest thing I wanted to share. I appreciate you for pointing that one out too, Iodine. Um, I'm conflicted on the bass because for part of me is like, for headphones, maybe a little less bass would be better, but in the car, that bass is gonna be smacking. And so I definitely am I'm an appreciator of big bass in the car. What you might benefit from doing is lowering the bass a little bit and then releasing this as a 2-pack, one as the regular version, one with the bass boosted version. Just an idea, bro. I appreciate you for sharing. That was Young Steezy therapy session.
Shout out to Young Steezy.
Real talk. We're about to pull up on our last song. We're gonna do a random number. Charlie, you want to text me a number for that?
Sure. Let's have some
Appreciate you.
fun.
Let's go. So we're gonna pull up a random number, y'all. This time I won't make you wait forever to remember what it is, Charlie. This can be our last song of the night. We do these live streams every Wednesday and Friday night. Pull up, share a song. Big shout outs to everyone who, pulled up, everyone who got to share a song, everyone who hasn't been able to share a song yet. We're gonna do something right now. I'm gonna call an audible on the spot. Next Friday, Charlie's gonna be joining us again. So whoever picks one of their favorite songs from character development, we're gonna have a contest. You guys check out character development, hit Charlie's album, because we're gonna have a contest. It might be as simple as telling us what your favorite song is. It might be, we're gonna ask a question about something that's on the album, and whoever has the answer for it's gonna get the first song next week. I don't know. We're gonna do something fun. Maybe it won't be the first song. Maybe it'll be a skip. You guys check out character development because there's gonna be a skip involved with listening to that album. I'm gonna talk to Charlie. We're gonna come up with a game. We'll announce it in the Discord.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
All right. That's what I'm interested in. Maybe we could find a question that you can answer by listening to the album, and you just have to answer to the question.
Oh, I like that. I like that. We can come up with a great question for that too.
This is an interesting number right here. It's gonna pick our final song tonight. And then if there's any other music reaction communities live right now, we're gonna go ahead and pick one to raid after all this. All right, we got a number right here. It's a number between 0 to 100. You guys can spam the chat. Whoever guesses this number it's 0 to 100. That's the range for this number. Whoever guesses it gonna get the final song. I respect it, Iodine. You got to do the traditional start with the border numbers, right? All right, let's see what we got.
Ooh, we got someone who real close. 2 people real close. See some of y'all thinking the right way.
Facts.
A lot of y'all thinking the right way, low key.
Oh, he hit it. It's Bastronaut. It's the Bastronaut.
Bastronaut.
He got it, man. It's 97. Yo, Iodine, I had to try to use some reverse psychology on you, bro. You were close. I seen you hit 100 then 99. I was like, is this man gonna count down? Is he gonna get it? I don't know if you were even able to hear me before you changed your plan, but I went for it. I was trying. Nah, man. Shout out Bastronaut. Shout out everyone participating in that. Here, let me get that link for y'all. This is the album, y'all. Do your homework. Do your studying. It's gonna be a question from this album next week to get you a free skip the line. All right. So Bastronaut's gonna get a song sent up right now. Man, shout out everyone who was here tonight. We appreciate y'all for real, for real. It's been a fun night. Hey, appreciate you, Iodine. Thank you too, Bastronaut. This one right here, this is Bastronaut ID6 After Hours Club, man. Let's go ahead and get right into it. He's giving you all that private look. Facts Day. We do these every Wednesday and Friday night, 7 to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Make sure y'all tap back in with the community. Okay, Iodine, let's go. I'm excited for that. Hey, good to see you, Yusef. I hope you're recovering well.
How's the Yusef?
After Hours Club. After Hours Club.
Yo, I don't know why the visual in my mind for this is
Wait a second.
Wait, hold up.
Try again.
After Hours Club.
Okay. That's wubby as fuck.
After Hours Club.
I like the concept too.
After Hours Club. After Hours Club.
Your face is ridiculous, bro. I'm rocking with it. You got any shows, bro? You perform anywhere? This type of music that will kill a Denver club.
After Hours Club.
KC Underground, hell yeah, man. They are blessed, man. That's Bastronaut ID6 After Hours Club. Yeah, I can see the visuals behind it and everything, bro. I love how you gave it the first go. Wasn't terrible, right? But you're like, hold on. Let me try again. You gave them the full thing, bro. That was a cool concept. I like that. Especially in the EDM community, bro. I know fans would eat that type of shit up. You get the right visuals behind it at a show. Oof. After Hours Club, man. KC Underground. Might have to pop out and visit y'all sometime. Bastronaut, appreciate you for sharing. What you think on that one, Charlie?
Man, I so enjoyed that being the last song of the night, bro. That was vibey. I love like you said, I love the concept of it. Like, it was dark, it was engaging. I like the cover art because it felt like he was going somewhere like different. You know what I mean? It felt like it was like it was a trip, like it was trippy. And I love the bass. I love the vocals of the After Hours Club mix. I really enjoyed that. That was dope.
Thanks. No, man, I completely agree. Shout out Bastronaut ID6 After Hours Club. Shout out everyone pulling out tonight. Iodine and Bastronaut got some songs in the work. Woo! Let's go, man. All right, y'all. We are getting ready to close out the stream. Quick pull. We got oh, actually, I just realized only one of them's doing like general music. Shout out Big Deck Energy. They're doing beat battles right now. We'll rock with next live. We'll get them pulled up for a quick raid. If you guys want to join another music reaction live stream, just stick in here. We're gonna go in there and pop out with them. If not, y'all, we're gonna be having a music studio session in Discord. Join us. Iodine's gonna be leading it. I'm gonna pop out in there. I might be there in like 15, 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? But give me some time, I'll be in there. Good to see y'all for real. Iodine will answer any questions. He'll have his FL Studios open, he'll have plugins open to be able to demonstrate any techniques. If you guys have questions, want to learn any new techniques. But yeah, man, this is a great community. Thank you guys all for being part of it. Huge shout out to Charlie from the Couny for being here. Really appreciate you, man. Again, stood up in a time of need for this community. We won't forget you for that. Go stream character development. Be
Hey,
ready to win a stream at next week's stream, and I'll pass the mic to you now, Charlie.
Hey, you guys, I want to give you guys props for you guys to come here every week, bringing demos, bringing records, and watching game tape. I don't know if you guys are into sports, but this is like watching game tape. This is watching film. This is getting better. This isn't just an ego stroke community where you go play music because you want someone to tell you you're good. We give you guys constructive criticism with love, and you guys take it with charm and with class, and you guys are working on implementing it. So you guys all deserve a fucking pat on your back for giving a fuck enough to go around your ego, which is never gonna make your music better, and going straight to an analytical perspective to people who love on y'all, and y'all always respectful to us, respectful to each other, and we make sure we always respectful to y'all. So being a part of this chat is a privilege. It's more than just an opportunity for me, and I hope you guys take full advantage. When I was younger, I wish I had a focus group on a stream when I didn't know what I was doing. I would have got to a quality metric quicker. You guys have an amazing resource. Continue to use it. Continue to invest in yourselves. Continue to have an open mind about what you do. Continue to show up on Fridays, and continue to be enthusiastic about the fact that y'all fucking love making this music shit. And it's a pleasure being here with y'all.
Real shit. Couldn't have said it better myself, Charlie. Appreciate you being here. Man, I almost hit him with the Couny D sample. Oh yes, man. We dropped an oh yes in the chat. All right, y'all. We're gonna get that raid going. You ain't gotta do nothing. Maybe you gotta click into it. If you do, just click, join raid or whatever. But if not, we're about to hop out in the stream, man. This is gonna be next up live. It looks like they're taking a quick break, but they're doing music reactions as well. So shout out everyone in the community. We appreciate you guys representing. My name is Poetic Justus.
I'm Charlie from the Couny.
And we will see you all at the next perfect time. Much love, everybody.
Oh yes. Have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe.